I guess you'll get that one there. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I suppose I should send a message saying I'm live. So, and there's Germ. Yeah, I did not have time to even watch the episode tonight, Germ. So, open panel Friday. So, I suppose I should pin that thing. I have absolutely no idea what we're going to talk about or anything. Oh, that's not what I want. Let's see. Go to my channel. Click on the live stream. There. So, pin message. There, the StreamYard one is pinned. So, hey, Jerm, how's it going?
Hey, girl.
Yeah, my parents texted me at he called me at like 3 o'clock. They're going, hey, what time are you going to be off work? 5. We'll be at the shed. Okay. And hey, Pop Culture, how's it going?
Hey, Pop.
So I ended up, and it's Freaky Friday down at the shed, so we went down there we went and got the steak and shrimp, and then we got 2 furs on the, I just had some beer, but I got 2 beers for the price of 1. So, yeah, so I had absolutely no time to watch the Waltons episode. That's why I was saying 2 hours later.
Yeah, it's okay. I was able to wrap up my car issue a little bit quicker than I thought.
Oh, what's wrong with your car?
I ran over one of those stupid little traffic islands and destroyed 2 of my tires.
Traffic islands?
You know, at a sidewalk of a relatively big street, they have that little concrete island in the middle.
Oh, yeah, I've ran over those before. I had people look at me all kinds of weird.
Yeah. Well, my tires did not survive contact.
Oh, shit.
Amazingly, the wheels did.
Huh. Yeah, those things can be really rough on the car. I take it as a parking lot you'd never been to before?
No, it was on a highway I drive literally every morning for the past 6 years.
Oh. Well, that really sucks.
It's just one of those things that wasn't paying attention as much as I normally do, and bam.
That's when they get you.
Yeah. I was able to limp it home. Thank God it was only about a block or 2 away from my house. So the rims survived driving on them.
Oh, that's good.
Between that and the tow truck, it only cost about $500.
Oh, jeez. Hey, Pop, how's it going?
Hello, everybody. Pop. Good to see you all.
Yeah.
I've seen in California, the islands you're talking about, they even extend them out further, where they're in the middle of the street. Excuse me. I'm back.
Well, I ran over one in the parking lot. I was turning around and I didn't see it when I pulled in.
Yeah, those are a little bit easier than the ones they have for the crosswalks. These are the fuck you type islands.
Oh. Yeah, some of the stuff they put on these roads do not make any sense. And hey, PvP.
Hey, guys.
PvP?
Yeah, this is an open panel, not an open anal.
Yeah, I just go.
Or,
just gotta kill my YouTube sound. Sorry for the echo for a second there, but.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I'm so relieved it's open panel and not open anal because I would have taken a pass on the open anal actually, Gorilla.
No, to tell you the truth,
Well, he's pretty close still. Open
Hey.
P anal.
You realize you're only like 72 minutes later than your usual Walton stream. Do you realize that though?
Yeah, and I'm also three beers in, so what's your
Hey, that's good.
I
Hey.
haven't even watched the Waltons yet.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Oh crap! Well,
No,
there's no point.
No, as I explaining to Jeremy here, I get a call at 3:00 while I'm still at work. Going, hey, what time you get off work? 5.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be down at the shed having appetizer drinks if you want to join us.
Oh my God, you're kidding. It's like, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Well, normally they come down on the Saturday, and then when we text them where they're at, go, well, get there when we get there.
I remember that happened once before, like, what was it, 3 or 4 weeks ago? They did the same thing, and you were like, oh, well, there goes my Friday.
That's what I was expecting.
Okay.
That was one I was already expecting.
Wasn't there another weekend that showed up early or something, though, you said?
They might have.
Oh, well. I guess it's all good.
Yeah, this is one of those that usually they come down on Saturday, so I was not expecting it at all, or else I would have told you guys ahead of time to postpone.
Oh, well. It's no big. Well, it doesn't matter now that we're doing the live panel thing tonight. That is all good because I was just thinking, well, geez, what am I going to do tonight for a fun Friday evening? Oh, I know. I'll do some house cleaning and some laundry. That'll be a huge laugh riot. So I was kind of trying to put that off. So it's like I'm glad you decided to do a little panel live stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Pop, I sent you something to your Twitter feed concerning Lost in Space. I don't know if it'll help. I found somebody put up a preview reel for season 2, and it seems to have all the cliffhangers. I mean, I don't know if they're the official cliffhangers, but they work pretty well as cliffhangers. So anyway, you could take a look at it later on and decide if it's something usable.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
looking.
Well, because when you said you lost your source that you were using for season 1, it was like, oh shit, that's no good. So I thought I'd send it to you anyway. I mean, if you can't use it, that's fine. But
well, no, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. But I had a program I was using that I could get video clips off of other films like that, or whatever videos where I could get clips off of it.
Right.
And I was using the demo version because it worked. Because the demo version worked for up to 15 seconds. And all the trailers were shorter than 15 seconds. So I've been using that. And then suddenly they decided to take away the demo version, and you have to buy the program, which is almost $80 a year, believe it or not, just to take video clips.
$80 a year to get Lost in Space previews? That's a bit
just
much.
To take clips of videos. Just take clips
crazy.
of videos.
Oh, that's man,
it's bullshit. They're all jumping on the bandwagon now, where you can't buy software, you have to pay yearly licenses, and that's bullshit. It should be illegal.
I hate that. Hey, I remember like years ago.
You can clip any video for free.
You talking about with VLC?
No, fuck VLC. That stuff doesn't work for shit. Just use your Windows. Use Brave or use Firefox and use your Windows game recorder.
CAM recorder?
Yeah, it's F2, ain't it?
F2 or Windows Alt-G.
I'll give it a try.
But you have to be on the right web browser.
I use Brave.
Yeah, Brave and Firefox should work.
But you have to take.
Does
this mean you have to? Will it take clips of like VLC, or will it take? Is it just like YouTube?
They'll take clips of whatever you're playing. Doesn't matter what.
Whatever's on the screen, like a print screen.
Yeah,
or a screenshot.
Unless it has specific software to block it, like Netflix does, it'll take the screen.
Okay. I appreciate you saying that, PP.
Yeah. That's why you have to use Brave and Firefox and not like Chrome or Edge, because those actively help block material.
I'm not surprised. Chrome and Edge are garbage.
Anyway, I just want to, mention that, Pop, because I hope that helps. I mean, it seems like somebody strung all the episodes together, and they all seem to be like, I don't know if they're the actual previews, but they look pretty close to being previews from what I watched, because I watched
Cool.
most of them just now, so they might be usable, is what I'm saying. If you can't find another way to get it for next Monday,
And there's one for every episode of the season?
Seems like it goes through the whole season, yes.
Good. Okay. Appreciate it.
And they're all short. They're all like maybe, 10, 15 seconds range, whatever. So, yeah, they seem to be pretty close to the real deal. I mean, I'm not sure if they are, but they do have, next week. The early ones on the video have, the next week thing, Lost in Space. And then as it goes on, they kind of drop the next week thing, but it's still Lost in Space.
And that might be what I was talking about, where they stop the cliffhangers, because there's some point where they do stop the cliffhangers. I just don't remember where.
Yeah. Well, these seem like cliffhanger type of videos, that I sent you. So, anyway, take a watch later when you have the time this weekend, and
I will. Thanks.
You can decide, and if you want to use them, that's great. If you don't want to use them, that's great too. So, whatever works.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to be helpful because I love the Lost in Space.
Yeah, the thing is I'm having a struggle with YouTube with the monetization, and as it stands right now, everything's up in the air. I don't know what I'm going to be able to continue or what I'm going to have to delete.
Well, don't delete Lost in Space.
Geek Odyssey just got monetized. Everybody's getting monetized, but for some reason, YouTube is giving me shit, and I don't know why.
That is odd.
Deej finally got monetized?
Yeah.
How the hell did Deej get
He must have completed whatever. Well, I can't get monetized, so I shouldn't be the one telling you. I don't have a clue what everybody's doing right and what I'm doing wrong. I have no idea.
I thought he had like another 1,000 watch hours to go, though.
I don't know. But he had a monetization stream tonight.
Oh, that's weird.
Wow. Well, congratulations to the Deej.
Yeah, good for him.
So has Deej and Jill got more subs or something? Could that have anything to do with it?
I have more subs than she does.
Okay.
And more,
that is weird.
More watch hours than he does.
That is very weird. It makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, it's fucked up, right? What YouTube is doing. I don't get it.
I'm still short on the watch hours by a lot, but
this is what YouTube wants me to do. They want me to basically come begging and crawling on my hands and knees. So it says if I want to be monetized, I need to what I need to do is make a video. And this is not like a regular video that I post onto my channel, but I have to make one that is unlisted, which means nobody else can see it except for YouTube.
Uh-huh.
All right. And what it says is the instructions are as follows. Appeal by video. If eligible to appeal by video, follow these guidelines when creating your video. And this I haven't been able to figure out in my mind. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But it says format must be video only. You should not put any appeal info in the description. Less than 5 minutes long. Unlisted. Uploaded to the channel you're appealing. Submitted from your account. Narrated in a supported language like English, for example. Status must be unlisted. And it must be a new upload. And it says what to include. We want to understand how you create your content and get a behind-the-scenes look at your process. Your video should include the URL of your channel within the first 30 seconds of your video. Refer to the AdSense program policies. Make sure the address specific parts of the policies. Give examples of how your channel follows our guidelines. Focus on the channel as a whole, not just individual videos that meet our guidelines. Provide visual examples of how your content was created. Show how you've edited or filmed the content, and try to connect what you show in your video appeal to other content on your channel. You can show yourself in the video or provide a voiceover. Show how your content was filmed. Show how your content was edited. Once your appeal is ready, follow these steps, upload and submit, and then we'll decide if we like it. So yeah, that's it. Doesn't that sound simple?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like that's in 5 minutes. You're supposed to do all that in a 5 minute video.
And it was behind
Yeah.
the scenes of how I do stuff. How am I going to do that? I
That's
don't have
crazy.
a camera
That
set up
sounds
here.
relatively easy. You don't need like camera setup. You need about your process.
Well, maybe you should get
Like
Germ to guide you through it
go
there,
through
Pop.
like a 3 minute walkthrough about how you go about doing your Lost in Space stream.
Well, maybe you should. You and Germ should get together and discuss it. You know, like
What happens? Well, I'm just curious about because I thought about that. I did think about that.
it seems like a hell of a lot from
And
what you
here's what
said,
I
though.
think. It is, and well, the fact is, why does it make everybody do? Why does it make everybody do this? Why me? What's the difference?
It does make
I
people
don't
do
know.
pretty much everyone do that.
I've been asking everybody that I know that is monetized, and they've never even heard of what I'm having to do.
Jill never mentioned anything like that on her channel.
No, and neither did Deej. Neither did he. But I'm serious. I've asked everybody, and I'm the only one I've heard of that has to do this.
First time I've
But
ever
I
heard
thought
of this,
about
Pop.
right. But I thought about what Jeremy said, and okay, here's an example. Because here's what I was thinking. Like, let's say Lost in Space.
Right.
Okay, what I guess I could do is see the difference is you guys know what the stream looks like, and like you DJ or like you PvP, you're in, and Gorilla are involved in it. But how do I show behind the scenes of it? I mean, without showing a clip of it itself. I mean, I don't know. I could try to do a video where it says, "This is the program VLC. I use this to show slides. I advance by every 10 seconds or whatever, or stuff like that." But what if they come back and say, "Yeah, you're using reused content. That is not acceptable."
Well, the thing is,
Because the thing is, they can already tell. They've looked at my channel, and they can tell there's thousands and thousands of other channels doing the exact same thing. I think that they're looking for reasons to reject my channel.
it does seem like behind the scenes is a bit vague, at least to me. I'm not sure what they exactly mean by that.
But it's about how-to videos and how I'm doing it. I'm thinking, if I'm not on camera, how am I supposed to show them without showing clips of my
Well,
videos
yeah, exactly.
themselves?
If you had, for instance, a cooking channel, and they said, "Well, show us behind the scenes," maybe you could like put a clip of you preparing the vegetables,
Right,
before,
me setting up the camera, the
yeah, setting up the
microphone, right.
camera, and getting all the ingredients, measuring all the ingredients, putting them in the bowl, and getting prepared before you actually went live to do the actual cooking. That would make sense, right? But for what you're doing, I'm a little puzzled, to be honest. I
Well,
don't
it'd
know.
be nice if they were a little specific.
Oh yeah. It'd be nice if they give you a reason why you're having this problem in the first place, right?
I've got right, and as you guys know, I've got 4 different playlists. 4, actually, 6, 7 different playlists. So I'm not sure which ones they want me to show. I guess maybe I'll show them a little bit about the LA.
Well, you got what?
Fuck it. I don't know. I don't know.
You got what? You got Lost in Space. You got Gilligan. You got the horror sci-fi stream. You got
I got
the
rumblings from the lab.
rumblings.
I've got my my videos from Los Angeles where I was filming famous filming locations like the Brady Bunch and all that kind of stuff.
And that must be original content for sure, right?
I don't know. I hope so.
You'd think so if you're going out and filming it yourself.
I still have, I guess I could delete it, some episodes of the Ray Bradbury Theater while I was doing watch parties, but I wasn't showing anything. It was Cosme, where all you see is a black screen and our avatars.
Right. If
Everybody else is getting away with that.
Yeah, if you're not there at the moment, then you're just going to see the black screen, of course.
Yeah, and I see how that's basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing that's different than everyone else. What am I doing that's triggering this? And I don't know what I'm doing different.
Yeah,
my channel is almost identical to Jill's and many other ones.
Oh yeah, I see. God, I don't know. I mean, I probably subbed over 200 channels. Most of them I never watch, of course. I just subbed to maybe because they had a couple interesting videos, and I haven't watched them since. But I've seen so many channels. Like, I love music, so often, if people are reacting to cool songs I really love, I'll just, watch it to see the reaction, even though a lot of times the reactions are crap. And usually I just delete those. And there's a few good ones that I keep because they're really got intelligent things to say about the music, right? But they'll play the whole fucking song, right? They'll play the entire song.
I know.
They seem to be doing fine, so it's like, go figure, right?
I know.
Or it's the same with reaction channels that do movies. They'll watch enormous amounts of the film while they're doing their commentaries, and it's like they seem to be perfectly happy. So
Yeah, a good
go
example of
figure.
that. A really good example is Red Letter Media. I mean, they show huge clips, long clips, and they're monetized.
Oh yeah, I just watched a couple today. A guy and his girlfriend watching doing a reaction to the Road Warrior, which is one of my favorite movies. So I was just like killing time waiting for Gorilla to come on to do this stream, and it was like they were showing huge segments of the film. Like
I know, I
they go on
know,
for like a minute or two, showing entire scenes. Like
I know.
Well, look
I
how
don't
much
get it.
I show on Waltons there.
What's that?
Look how much I show on Waltons.
Yeah, he shows more on Waltons than I do, but you're not
Oh yeah,
monetized yet either,
hell
Gorilla.
yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Well,
Like Pop, you show hardly never show a scene on Gilligan. Like very rarely, you might show
No,
10
in fact,
seconds.
Gilligan's a good example. I've learned that if I show 1 second or less than a second, I get a copyright warning from that station in Louisiana.
Oh, those boneheads, eh?
I don't even show 5 second clips.
Crazy, absolutely crazy.
yeah, and welcome Scurvy. He says, "What's up, my G's?"
Hello, Lemon Pie.
Hey, Lemon.
Yeah, we're just talking here.
I don't know. I'll talk to LDG. Maybe he might have.
Actually, that
better
might be a
advice.
really good idea because LDG might be the one guy that can help you figure this BS with YouTube out. Because if anybody can decipher YouTube's mysterious ways, it might be him. Actually,
Right. I understand what they wanted to see. I can understand what I'm reading. I understand what I'm reading. I understand what they want. I've got to figure out how to put it together. That's the only, behind the scenes, how I do my videos. I don't know how. I guess I could show them how I do the intros. I'll do like Germ said. I'll do screenshots. Like here's me in the editing program. Here's how I make an intro to my videos. But then it said right here, it clearly said there's certain things I'm not allowed to say in the videos. I don't know what the fuck. And why me?
there's nothing democratic about corporations, is there? I mean, they're the worst. I mean, it's like trying to deal with
Well,
my cable company. It's like
they're
nightmares.
also sexist because I don't see them giving women any problem at all.
Hmm.
So they're extremely sexist.
Hey, Pop, here you go.
Wait, I have to
Scurvy,
switch.
Scurvy says, "I'm closer to Louisiana than all of you. Do you mean to make any visits for you, Pop?"
Yeah, take a couple explosive devices
Oh,
with you.
careful how you word that. Careful how you word that.
Well, I did. I didn't say B.B word.
So Lemon's down south. Then I didn't
He's,
quite realize where he was.
he's from Texas.
Okay, he
Y'all-
probably mentioned that.
I'm wondering.
I
I'm
probably just
wondering.
forgot.
I'm wondering maybe if the complaints that stupid TV station has made is what's holding up my everything.
God, that could be it, Pop. It could be the Gilligan, that station complaining about Gilligan, and maybe
I
that's
know it, and then it's like shooting. It's like taking a shot in the dark. Do I just
well,
do
that's
Gilligan videos and then see if they'll monetize? I mean, what the hell is the
that's the
point there?
isn't the Gilligan
Have you
streams?
challenged them?
I dispute them, and then it comes back saying I lost because some station in Louisiana owns it, and no, they don't.
Do you think that could have triggered the AI algorithm or whatever to
I don't
notice
know.
that Gilligan is using previous content? That
I
could
don't
be
know
it.
because okay, that's another thing too. On those specific videos, I appealed them, lost because it said no. The station in Louisiana owns them, and then it said
And
don't
they
worry, you'll still
don't.
be right. But then it says don't worry, you'll still be monetized eventually. It's just you won't be able to make your money off these specific videos, is what it says.
Mm-hmm. That seems weird. I mean, how does some redneck station down south own Gilligan's Island? Like
They
that's
don't.
ridiculous.
They
But
don't.
the false
And
information-
YouTube actually believes that. Like they must have their heads so far up their butts, it's like they can't breathe, right?
it's all bots.
Hey, Daniel.
Stuff. And hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
It's all bots stuff, and
Yeah.
I wonder if that almost seems like it's a person targeting it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm sure it's a person.
Yeah, it's weird. Damn.
I even mentioned that to YouTube. I sent him a tweet. And I said, you guys aren't even looking. I said, but the people filing the complaints against me don't even own the rights. And of course, all the YouTube's typical response was, YouTube has a strict policy when it comes to people making false claims. If people are making false claims, their account will be terminated.
How
I'm
do
like,
they
okay, so
terminate?
that's the end of it. That's it. That's it.
How do they terminate an account from a TV station that probably might not even have an account? Like, well, I guess
I
they have an
know.
account, but they probably got
Well,
no
how do
content
not
on
only
here.
that? How do I file a complaint against that specific station? YouTube doesn't tell me that.
Well, they should exactly.
You know, I
I
should be
can
able to have,
understand.
when I appeal and they say no, reject it because this stupid redneck station in Louisiana owns it. Right there, I should be able to appeal the
Uh,
and say, look, these people don't own the rights. You need to look into this. CBS owns the rights, not this one little station in Louisiana.
I totally understand your frustration, Pop. It must be horrendous to go through what the bullshit you're dealing with YouTube. Like, it's
I guess
just
I shouldn't
ridiculous.
bother. I was just hoping that something that would cover the cost of StreamYard because I've been thinking about canceling it. It's 25 or 30 a month, and I'm getting tired of it. If I
Hmm.
can't get any support, I'm going to cancel the damn thing.
Actually, I got a message from, I think it was StreamYard. I think the
Gage at
sale.
StreamYard, yeah, probably
I
the
think
same
the
guy.
sale. I got a message today saying I think it's maybe the last day that they had a special deal on where you could get a discount.
I saw that too, but you got to pay for a whole fucking year up front.
Okay. Yeah, well, I wasn't prepared to pay. I'm just probably going to use the free one to start out with anyway. If I whenever I do get around to doing streams.
Well, if you're not doing anything special with StreamYards and you keep it under 20 hours a month,
Yeah,
no
which I
point.
probably would anyway. Yeah.
Right, and I can't because I do more than that in a week or two at the most.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd
Hey,
have to
Jim.
really curb down my. I'd have to really cancel a lot of my streams if I did that.
Hi, Jim.
Yeah. Hey Jim, how's it going? He's
Hello, Jim's Landscape. Good to
yeah.
see you there, sir.
Well,
Yeah,
Daniel asked how's our day today. It's been a long day.
not
Daniel
a
says,
bad day. Not a bad day.
yeah. Daniel says I loved Gilligan's Island last night. It was great to see Richard Kaya again.
Keel. Yeah, it was good to see. I agree. It was good. He wasn't like I was mentioning during the stream. He wasn't quite prolific on the screen as much as we saw Ted Cassidy. It seemed like most of the time, whenever they wanted a big tall guy, they always went for Ted Cassidy, which is fine. I like Ted Cassidy, but Richard Keel seemed to be very underutilized. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. It's Gervy here says YouTube has a strict policy about false claims that we don't bother to enforce.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know how to report it. I don't even know how to report to YouTube and say, "Hey, you need to check out that station in Louisiana."
Yeah. Jim says, please check out my Sorry Remastered video. That was pretty fun, good
Jim,
one.
is that the name of the video? Sorry, remastered. That's what I was curious about.
I think it's called Sorry, but it's a remastered. I think you remastered it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thanks.
Yeah. God, this chair that my dad brought me, it feels like I'm gonna fall over in this thing.
I tried to watch because last night I didn't know that debate happened with DeSantis and Newsom. So this just shows you how corrupt the whole damn fucking system is, and both political parties.
Well, I knew what was going
You
on.
cannot, yeah, but what I didn't. Otherwise, I'd have watched it. But it was like 90 minutes, I guess. But here's how corrupt everything is. You cannot find that thing complete in its complete version. I searched for like over an hour today. All you could find is snippets that the Democrats posted saying, "Oh, see, here's why we won," and snippets of the Republicans posted, "Oh, here's why we won." It's so fucking
It
bullshit.
is available on Fox's premium service because they aired it. It's basically an episode of Hannity.
Yeah, I know it was on Fox News, but you think that would okay? Even if it wasn't live, because I understand Fox is something you got to pay for, even though news should be free. So that's another different story. But you think if it was okay, great, they got the ratings they wanted. They had 4 million viewers or whatever the fuck it was. You think they would release it to the public now because it has to do with our future and for people voting? And I shouldn't even have to give reasons, but they should release it to the public. And apparently,
Well,
if no, you got to pay just to watch a rerun.
Anything to do with government should be available to the citizens, right?
Exactly, right, without having to pay.
That's what I believe.
You know, what if I don't have satellite or cable, which I
You
don't?
you shouldn't have to pay to be take part as a democratic
It wasn't
citizen in
part of the
your country.
democratic process. You have a guy who's not running for office and a guy who's in 5th place right now.
Well, wait. Newsom is only saying that because the public right now, all they want the public to know is that Joe Biden's going to run again. I guarantee you, when and if it happens, where for some reason Joe Biden doesn't run, Newsom's going to be ready to be up there. So that everybody knows
Joe
that's what's
Biden
going
will
on.
be in his grave by July the 4th.
I know, but I'm saying the reason why Newsom is doing this, everybody knows that. He's not going to say, "Yeah, I'm going to run," because he don't want to step on Biden's toes. They still want everyone to believe that Biden is running, even though we know he won't make it that far. We hope.
Well, he's
But
too
that's
old.
not the point. He's doing that. It's not the point. He's doing that because he wouldn't be. Think about it. He wouldn't even be doing a debate if he had no interest in running. So the reason why he's doing that is he's making sure he has a spot if and when, like I said, if and when Biden bows out or kicks the bucket or whatever it happens.
Well, if
to
a
be.
politician's appearing in public, he's got a motive, right?
Yes. But it was strictly a debate between California and Florida about the two
And
states against each other.
and I mean
And
Biden's
right,
Biden's
and
what he's still got what, a year or two left in his term. I mean, I'm Canadian, so I'm not familiar with it,
I
but
think it's next year,
okay. So
2024. I think.
okay, so he's got 1 year left in this term. Then if he wins, he's got another 4 years ahead of him. Like, I mean, does anybody think he's going to be alive in 5 years? I
We
don't.
didn't think he was going to win the first time.
Well, he's an old fucker, right? He's like
Of course he is.
ancient,
Yeah,
right?
but
So,
all the video clips that we see of him screwing up, him losing his mind, him sniffing kids, they censor that
It's-
shit out. They won't show it on the mainstream news, so most people don't know about it.
it's the same thing with Trump, though. Everybody thought Trump wouldn't win, and he won, and he did a lot of weird shit too. I mean, it's
No,
all
the difference with
available.
difference with Trump is they were constantly trying to dig up false stuff, which they did. But with Biden, there's so much content that he is
Well-
actually screwing up, and they're not showing the public. It's the
I
opposite.
And
think
besides
think
that
Trump-
weird shit
I
that
think
Trump did,
I think
has been
Trump did
doing
a
for
lot
the
of
past
weird shit
30
too. Actually,
years on television.
I don't think either one of them is lily white. I think they've both done a lot of shit. Personally, that's my opinion.
Well, they have, but I can see.
I don't like either one of them, to be
No,
honest.
but for sure the economy is headed straight to hell since Biden's been in office. That's my problem. Like I said, I'm not Republican or Democrat, but I can tell what's
I
going
wouldn't
on.
argue
I'm
with
not
that.
blind.
Yeah.
I can see
But-
inflation and gas prices. Violence is going. Our country is now. We're now officially back at war. Democrats love war. I mean, and like I said, I'm not a Republican, but I know who and what's going on. I'm not blind either.
Well, I
And that's not even mentioning what they're doing to the schools. Oh my God, the child grooming, the indoctrination.
fuck.
God.
Yeah, that's to me that's more of an issue even than politics. It's like
It is.
the
I mean, the
sexual
Democrats
politics,
are so nasty right now. Oh my God.
all this trans stuff they're pushing on, trying to push down people's throats. It's just I find it revolting, to be honest.
Revolving abortion clinics, revolving doors. You just go in and get it free and go back the next day again and again and again and again. Reparations
Yeah.
for black people. I can make a list that goes on and on and on of all the idiocy.
Well, the thing is, I've always supported a woman's right to make a choice as far as abortion, but I do think abortion is
With
a
no
terrible
accountability?
thing.
Yeah, but my question is
No,
with
I do
accountability?
think it's a terrible thing, and there should be accountability, of course. If a woman's getting knocked up every year, like they should just go like, "What the fuck's going on, lady?
That's
Have you
just
ever
it.
heard
A lot
of
of
birth
them are
control?
using it. That's
You ever
just it.
heard
A lot
of
of them
birth control? Like,
a lot of them are using it for birth control.
well, that's bullshit.
I know, but
Yeah.
but believe me, that's not what the Democrats
Well,
want.
that should not be allowed. They need some psychological counseling if they're doing that shit. Because I mean, you got
Psychological
contraceptives.
counseling is something you could
You
fix.
got contraceptives though, and people should fucking use them, right? That's my opinion.
Well, they're not going to.
Anyway.
That's like all the criminals and insane people
Oh, yeah.
living on the streets.
Oh, tell me about it.
There's services for them to get help, but they have
Oh,
to choose
fuck
to
yeah.
want that. They
Hey,
have to
get
choose
this.
to go in there, and they don't do that.
Get this, Pop. I went to the grocery store last night to pick up a couple items before I came on your Gilligan stream. Or I guess that was on Wednesday night, actually, come to think of it. And there's this dude sitting outside the grocery store leaned up against the wall with his head down, and he's got his little fucking cardboard sign, and it was cold. It was so, see your breath cold, like really cold, right?
Right.
I'm freezing my ass off just walking from my car, to the grocery store. And this dude's sitting right next to the door, and he's got this little cardboard sign that's maybe about 12 inches across. And this is nighttime, right? This is like, 7:30 at night. It's dark. Nobody's going to fucking see your sign, dude. I even if I wanted to try and read it, I couldn't. For one thing, he's probably, written it out in pencil or something, because it's not like you can see any marks on the damn piece of cardboard. And he's just like sitting out there, and he's like, I guess he thinks if I'm so pathetic that I'm willing to sit out and freeze to death to make $1, I guess you'll give me $1. And I'm like, nope, I ain't giving you nothing, dude. And
No,
he's like
but
20,
no,
he's
but
like 25, he was like 25 years old, which really pisses me off too. Because when I see a guy that's like 40 years younger than I am, and he's too fucking lazy to get off his ass, clean up his act, and go get a fucking job,
I know.
and work his ass off all week like I do to pay my rent every month. I just,
Right.
it drives me nuts.
Right. You got to remember, he's not expecting everyone to be able to read that sign. What he's hoping for is a bleeding heart that will walk over and read the sign and give him money.
And I see them doing it all the time.
Of course they will.
These bums money, and it just pisses me off to no end.
That's why you get more and more bums.
Well, the thing is, we have the Salvation Army, we got the food bank, we got all kinds of social. We got Kelowna Community Resources. That's what saved my ass, because when my mother died like 7 years ago, I went into a deep depression for 2 years. Thank God I had money in the bank, but I was so fucked up for 2 years I didn't do nothing. I basically sat at home and moped, right? And finally, my cousin said, "Look, you gotta snap out of this. You gotta do something." And he says, "Go to Community Resources. They're amazing. They can really help you get your life back on track," which I did. And I took like a 3 months course and met a lot of wonderful people in the classroom I was in. Great people, like awesome people. We were all strangers the first day, but after 3 months, we were like friends, right? Like everybody bonded. It was so wonderful, and the ladies running the program were so amazing. I learned so much about myself, because we spent like the first 2 weeks, taking a psychological course where we were learning about our strengths and weaknesses. And it was really eye-opening in a lot of ways. And then, of course, we went into typing lessons and resume writing and all that good shit, basically to try and get, back on track and get a job, right? Which I did get through that program. That's the job I got almost 4 years ago from taking that program. And I think it saved my life, basically. And if I hadn't reached out and gone there and took the first interview and got admitted into the program, God knows where I would be today, right? So it's like people just need to get off their ass and reach out for help. Don't be too proud to beg for help, right?
It's not proud. A lot of them have habits like drugs and alcohol. And you've got to follow certain rules when you go to those programs, and they don't want to follow the rules.
Oh yeah, true. But I mean, still, if you can just clean your act up enough to just get in the door.
They don't do that. They don't want that. They don't want that. If they did, the problem with homeless would be shrinking, not expanding. So that's not the issue.
No, the thing is, though, when I went there and got my interview, I knew that I know that I drink more than I should a lot of weeks, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying is you wanted help, and you're the exception. Those people don't.
But when she asked me, when the lovely lady that interviewed me said, do you have any, addictions? I said no, because, it's like, I think I am, I do drink too much. I know that, but I wasn't going to admit that, because I know if I did, I would get rejected, right? And I really wanted to get in the program and get back on track, which I did, thank God. But
I don't know how we got to talking about this. Sorry, Gorilla.
I don't know. Well, you were talking about politics, and I just
saying
we started talking about homeless people. I think that's where it started, Bob. Anyway, if you guys want to talk about any other topic, I'm pretty well, open to it, because I talked about myself more than I should have. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Something other than politics.
Let's talk about religion. That'll be fun. That's not. I'm making a joke.
How about this? I've got something interesting we could talk about. Has anybody seen the trailer for the new Mad Max? Lack of Mad Max movie.
Is there another Mad Max movie? Oh God, no! Please, God, no.
Oh yeah, it's called Furiosa in the okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I was
it's
watching them.
animated.
No, it's live action. I was watching them.
Oh,
They showed it
no,
on
Really?
that is live action.
They
That
showed it
is
on midnight. Said,
CGI. Everything is
forget it.
CGI
Never
labeled
mind.
over
I'm
it.
gonna mute.
It is not fucking. They say it's live action. That shit is not live action.
Oh.
That is some cheap piece of shit CGI animation glossed over live action.
Well, I thought was it Freedom Road or whatever the fuck it was called. I thought that film was
Fury
so
Road.
overrated. Fury Road. I thought that film was kind of shit. Really, I was bored
Yeah, it was.
bored watching that damn thing. I mean, to me, Road Warrior was always going to be my go-to. Mad Max film because I just love that film. Like everything's good. Brian May's, orchestrations are fantastic. It's got a great story. It's got a great cast. It's got a lot of great action. I mean, hell, the practical effects in that film, the car chases, it's like, damn. I mean, I know like they're faking it when people are getting run over and killed, but damn, it looks pretty damn convincing to me.
Yeah, I don't watch Bad Maxes here, but let's catch up on chat real quick. Here, Jim said yes, it was. There, Scurvy here says with Trump stiff ladies there, at least adult ladies. Also, it's the best, classiest sniff.
Well, I think he's sleazy, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, then Scurvy says PvP, jazz up that sign for him. And PvP, good for you. You should be proud. I'm being serious.
Well, thank you, Lemon. I do tend to wear my heart in my sleeve too much at times,
Yeah.
but thank you, man.
And welcome, Gap. He says, hey, Gorillas, Resolution, PvP, Jim.
Hello,
Scurvy
Gap.
says, hey, all. Scurvy says, hey, Gap. And welcome, Eric Saunders. It's been a minute. I don't think I've seen you in a couple months of Sundays.
Cool.
He goes, hey, Gorillas, this is DJ. Cool. Yeah.
So you've never watched the Mad Max films, Gorilla?
Nah.
You're kidding. Oh man, the first two are amazing. You gotta watch at least the first two.
Are they slasher?
Oh God, no. They're like dystopian.
They're
society
dystopian
going
action.
down the drain. Action films basically.
Okay. And
they're really good.
Siege, he says, raid!
Oh shit! Get out the bug spray.
Hey, don't joke about that because I had to go double fisted here a couple summers ago in the back porch there. I had to double fist the raid.
Oh.
Yeah. There's about 100 wasps in my back porch.
Oh shit! We lost Bob.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hopefully he'll come back.
I hope he's okay.
Scurvy says also Pop should be proud of where he's at.
He just needs to calm down a bit.
But Scurvy says also Pop should be proud of where he's at with all he's had to deal with. Yeah,
I agree. I admire Pop a lot for the courage he's been, all the shit he's been through in the last 4 or 5 months, whatever it's been. I really respect him a lot for keeping his chin up and continuing to soldier on in spite of all his hardship and his challenges.
Yeah. And hey,
Gorilla.
Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
How you doing, Daniel?
Hi, PvP.
Hello.
And Gap says D-Dre, Yo Lemon, Yo Yellow Bug Spray's on here. And welcome, Cody Guy.
I had to mention bug spray.
Welcome, Cody Guy.
Hey, Cody.
Yeah. And congratulations, DJ. I hear you were monetized.
Yeah, I didn't even know DJ was live.
Yeah, actually, I watched Canadian Spider-Man's earlier today, and he was live doing the campfire thing for a while.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, it was on maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 hours ago or something.
Yeah, I was out at the time.
Yeah, that was a good stream, actually. Like, it was a really good chat, like a really full, active chat, and Spidey was like, chatting with us through most of the stream, right? And he got like half an hour behind. He's going, I got to wrap this up. And of course, he kept going for like another 30 or 40 minutes reading all our comments because there were so many of them. It was hilarious, actually. But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Scurvy said it's a panel, Daniel. And Mr. Londell says, if you haven't seen Mad Max, The Road Warrior, or Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, you need a DVD player really bad. I do have one. I just don't. It just didn't seem like my type of movie there.
You really should watch those movies, though, especially Road Warrior. It's a classic action film. It's amazing.
I don't think that's
Kick-
LDG.
Yeah, no, that was LDG trying to embarrass me. Kick his ass out of here until he stops playing.
I just tweeted about.
Yeah, that looks a bit sketchy. I don't know there.
That's
Give
me,
me a
man.
LDG.
It's me. That was me. I accidentally left that on in the last stream. Sorry, that was left over.
I knew a
It's
guy.
playing-
I knew a
it was
guy in England.
replaying.
I knew a
That
guy in
was
England.
Siege.
Yeah, welcome, Boomer. Welcome, Boomer.
Hey, Boomer.
Hey, fan of Boomer. I knew a guy in England a couple of years ago. I used to go on his streams, and he actually this one I didn't see, but he actually let somebody in on the stream, and they proceeded to show their private parts on camera. And it was like he's like, "Oh crap!" He was totally traumatized. Of course, he booted them like within like 2 or 3 seconds, but it's like you got to really be careful who you let in on the panel.
That happened to Salty. There was some guy with a micro penis there. Someone hopped on. He didn't even vet him there.
Yeah.
I just seen that it was LDG. I didn't even look at the grayed out part there. I just seen LDG's name.
Yeah, you got to
There.
be careful because if you never know when somebody's going to sneak on and do something weird or nasty, right? So.
Yeah, like LDG.
The weird and wonderful world of the internet.
Yeah, and Scurvy here is asking, what the fuck was that?
That was me doing a truffle shuffle one night.
Gee,
That was disgusting.
I hope Pop is okay. I hope Pop's not pissed off.
Someone should ought to tip me for that. Go ahead to see that. And I'm sorry about that Pop. I gotta work on getting that under control from people interrupting.
I wasn't trying to talk. I don't think I was trying to talk over you, Pop. But
No one was talking over you, Pop.
If I was,
you made a comment. I made a comment, and then you freaking lost it on me.
I mean, I don't intentionally talk over people. I know I occasionally do because I'm at nature a motor mouth at times, I suppose. But I've gotten much better at controlling that over the last 3 or 4 months. At least I try. Hey, there we go. It's the weekend.
Yeah.
You popped off when I disagreed with you, Pop. You got upset and you left because I disagreed with you. That's all that happened.
Can't we all just get along?
I rarely pop off.
everybody.
I don't care if somebody disagrees with me. It's like, fine, disagree with me all you want to. I don't care. Let's put it this way. I'm old enough. I'm at the point in life now where nobody's going to have the power over me to piss me off enough where I'm just going to leave, suddenly. It's just like, okay, fine. Disagree all you want. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to make my point,
This is a night for celebrations.
That's what it should be. Well, every Friday should be a night for celebrations.
Yeah, but
No one's
hell
perfect.
froze
We
over
all
today.
screw around. God knows I've done it. Let's just move on.
Hell
Nobody
froze
wants
over
anybody
today.
dead.
Move on. Nothing to see here.
Hell
Congratulations.
Unless somebody was threatened or something like that. I understand how it goes, but
Congratulations, by the way, to Deej for getting his monetization. That's pretty
Congrats.
cool.
Yeah, so Gorilla, apply.
Hey,
I
Bob.
can't.
You're back.
I'm still 2,000 hours short.
May I
You're
ask
2,000 hours short.
what did you say that made you guys think that I popped out? What did I yell or shout? I'm
You
curious.
didn't yell or
I
shout.
wasn't
Please explain.
timid.
Please tell me.
No.
You keep insisting.
I
Please tell me.
I disagreed with you, and you got upset and left.
What did I do that popped off? I'm asking you a question. What did
I
I
was
say? Did I
talking-
yell? Did I scream? What did
You
I
got-
say that signaled
you
that I
got-
popped off?
A little pissy, and you left.
How? Please tell everybody. You like to talk behind my
You-
back. Now with me here, tell everybody, please.
I was
do.
talking. You're in the chat. You can see and hear everything. It is
I'm
not
on the
behind your
panel
back.
to defend myself because it was one-sided. Now, what did I say? Verbally, I want you to repeat verbatim what I said that I popped off.
I'm not going to repeat verbatim because I can't remember.
Okay, I will. I'm going to mute. I'm going to mute is what I said. There. Now, how's that popped off, huh? Because I'm the first one that knows when I'm being... What did I say then? Repeat it. Tell me verbatim. You're going to mute
and you ran away.
Wait. No.
You were saying...
What did I do
you were
to pop
commenting
off?
about fear... Hey,
I'm asking you about the pop off.
You were commenting about Furiosa. You're commenting about Furiosa.
What did I say
said
that
it
popped
wasn't
off?
live action and it was CGI animation.
And what did I say?
You got pissy, you muted, and then ran away.
Wait, what did I say that popped off? You still haven't given us an answer. Come on, please.
You were saying that...
what?
You're acting all pissed off like you were...
How? I'm asking you, what did I say? I'm asking...
That I was
prove it.
disagreeing with you.
Prove it.
I disagreed with you, and then your mood turned fucking sour.
How? What did I say? I'm asking you again for the 5th time. What did I say?
I don't know exactly what you said. It was...
I said I'm going to mute.
Tone changed, and
I said I'm going to mute.
You said a few things before
how's that popping off? Still, you know what it is you like to blow it out of proportion, make yourself sound great. And when in reality, all I
am not blowing it out of proportion. You got a little pissy and
tell
you ran
me what
away
I
for a
said.
bit.
I asked you, okay, I'm going to ask you for the 6th time. What did I say that was popped up? All I said was I'm going to mute. So, and you had to say that, he's popping off, he's all pissy. Why? Because I said I'm going to mute. How do you know I didn't do that?
I was disagreeing.
How do you know I didn't do that because I went to get something to drink? All I said is I'm going to mute.
You were making comment before that.
What did I say?
You're grumbling to yourself.
No, I didn't. Okay, repeat what I said. See what I mean? How full of shit you are?
How the fuck am I supposed to repeat what
did I say? I'm inviting you to repeat what I said.
How am I supposed to repeat your mumbling?
Because I said nothing and you know it. You're just a liar as usual.
I am not lying. You're
Gorilla. Is this the first time? Gorilla.
Guys, please.
I'm asking Gorilla a question. I'm asking
Gorilla a question. This is
not
the time.
Yes, it is because it's you always going to do it
for neither.
Gorilla,
for anybody.
Gorilla, is this the first time Germ has talked over me and interrupted me and I've had to leave, Gorilla? Yes or no?
Well, you don't have to leave there, but...
I'm not going to argue with people and try to talk over them. You guys know me.
If it was on a live stream,
I'll just mute.
Pull it up.
I'll just mute it when I do.
Now is not the time, guys.
I'm just saying, when people interrupt, talk over me, I'll just mute. I don't try to talk over and compete. I don't do that. I just mute, and I say so. I just say I'm going to mute. But then he always, oh my God, he's all pissed. Did you hear? Can you believe what he just did? What? Because I said I'm going to mute.
Again, I just wish we could have fun tonight, guys. That's
so could I. And people respect others. Why can't people respect others and not shout and talk over and interrupt? That's all I don't understand that part.
Got their shit.
I'm sorry, you guys are.
This is not the time or place to be bitching
about it. Because I just wanted the truth. I don't like people talking behind my back. I want the truth, and you can't give it.
How am I talking behind your back? You're right here.
Because when I let the panel, the conversation should have ended. When I let the panel, the conversation should have ended.
Can I say one thing?
Can we just end it now?
Sorry,
please?
guys.
It's not worth
Believe me,
it,
I don't like
guys.
getting upset, but I'm not going to stand for people pulling this shit, trying to put things that are saying that I did that I never did, and I will defend myself. Simple as that.
Let me say this right now.
I'm going to mute. Oh, he popped off.
Yeah,
let's just table this conversation to a backstage area. We'll hash it out when it's not on the live stream.
You can pull up the record.
And
Resolute can do whatever.
LDG, shut the hell up. I'm talking right now.
Yes.
We will table this. We will hash it out later. And if anybody brings it up again, I'm going to do a movie. I will do a truffle shuffle.
I don't want to bring it up again. It shouldn't be necessary. I shouldn't have to bring it up again.
Everybody's got their ticks, guys.
LDG, you're drunk off your local.
Dude, I'm fine. I'm not even slurring my words. I'm okay.
Yeah, you are. You're slurring your words.
I'm not. Am I slurring right now? Am I? Really? Okay. What?
I just think it's a Friday night and we should be here to have fun. And we're
here to have fun.
That's why I'm here. I'm sorry you guys have a disagreement. And I respect.
All I'm asking and I'm begging is respect each other. All I'm asking is everybody should respect each other and not talk over and interrupt them. Is all I'm asking. I'm sorry if that's too much.
You're right,
Because
Pop.
it's
I
happened
agree
several
with you.
times on this stream. It's several times. Usually I just leave, but this time I decided I'm going to defend myself. That's what happened. Let's not make
There's
it
a
something
reason why
different
other
than that.
YouTubers don't bring this shit up on live stream, guys. Come on.
That's why it doesn't get resolved. Also, LDG, right?
Well,
I want to stop once and for all.
In my category, it does get resolved because I go to the person personally off live and talk to them. Okay, and that sounds exactly what this is. If Resolute actually cares about this and you actually care about this, instead of flashing your dicks,
I've already said my part. I've already said my part.
Let's just drop it
nothing
now.
Man.
I
There's
doubt
nothing to
Pop
say.
did anything to threaten Rezo, and I doubt Rezo did anything to threaten Pop. You guys are just having
No,
a little
okay. I just won't
skirmish
mute. I
here.
won't say. I'm going to mute anymore. I'll just fucking leave. I guess that's better, right? I usually try
No,
to be
it's
more
not.
polite than that.
It's not better, Pop. We enjoy your company. At least I enjoy your company. I value your
All I'm
company.
saying, because it happened.
what's
It used to
better
happen
if-
on the. It used to happen on Cap Infinities all the time. They would start
Oh,
talking
well,
to me,
Yes.
and I would just say,
yeah.
I would just say, I'm going to mute. When people start talking over me, interrupting, I just say I'm going to mute. And by the way, when I'm going to feed my dogs or they're making noise, I also say I'm going to mute. When I go to get something to drink, I also say I'm going to mute.
Hey, can I say something
So
really
I'm
weird?
willing to talk about it
real.
offline.
I don't want to talk about it
All
anymore.
right.
It shouldn't be necessary. Don't interrupt me anymore. It's simple as that. I won't interrupt you.
You
if
weren't
you don't interrupt me.
interrupted.
Oh, how far did I get before you
Gentlemen,
spoke up?
gentlemen,
God.
Jeez,
drop
We
it
now
got
you're
right back
debating
on
whether
it.
you-
We got
you're
right
actually-
back on
yeah.
it.
Well,
Come
because
on.
I just said,
Drop
we
it
agreed not to
right
talk over each other.
now.
What's wrong with that?
drop it right now. We will talk about something else.
Fucking A, the lies.
Can we just enjoy ourselves tonight on a Friday evening?
I'd like to.
I would love
I
to.
just don't want to hear any more lies. I just want the truth. That's all.
Well, I just try and
Oh,
treat
if it's
everybody
on a
with
live
respect.
stream, the truth is out there. I mean, there's plenty of stuff people got fucking me saying on a live stream, but I can defend myself on.
So, LDG, how are you doing? And how are you doing, Deej?
Well, I was in a really good mood until now.
Well, I was in a good mood too. I was on your stream earlier. I was telling you.
All right,
But now I have to see LDG's cat's ass.
Nice kitty cat. Hey, that's what we need. We need a kitty
you
cat.
just did the same thing. Please stop.
No, I'm talking about your damn cat's ass. You had it up on my stream enough earlier, and now I had to see the damn cat's ass again. What the hell?
I'm
Deej,
sorry. Is it giving you bad
congratulations.
memories of cats' asses?
Congratulations on getting monetized, Deej.
I think we need to
And,
see a
and
cat.
we're going to get Gorilla monetized now because Gorilla, even I kept thinking that I'd go to the rule thing. They kept saying 1,000 subscribers, 4,000
Oh, I'm at
watch
800
hours.
watch hours.
I thought it's 500 subs. What happened?
It is 500 subs now and only 3K watch hours. So all we got to do, and that's why we rated over here, we're going to get your watch hours up there to 3,000 so you can apply.
So what was it you needed, Deej? The hours?
No, I had both. I just kept going back and I kept clicking and I kept seeing the old rules. I never saw the new rules. So it was like I never bothered to apply. But a day and a half ago, I said, what the hell? I'll just click the button. We'll see what it does. This morning, I got up. I turned on the computer. I was sitting there doing a couple things. I checked my email. Boom. It said I was approved. So then it was like, you got to go through and do your little things. And it said, okay, you send this in. You'll be approved in 24 hours. 3 hours later, poof. I was approved for that.
Can I ask what you had to send in?
All I had to do was the first step was click in there, and they checked the watch hours and the count. Then you have to go in there and you have to fill out all your little information on your super chats, all that crap. You click that in. They say within 24 hours they'll get back with you. 3 hours later, they got back with me. Boom, it was done. All I had to do was go live, and it was there.
You didn't have to do a video.
Wow.
Nope.
I almost got it. There we go.
And then I had people like Rock Solid Productions come in and do a whole bunch of super chats to get me drunk tonight.
You,
Like,
you'd have to.
I was
You,
I was doing shots for
you,
every super chat I got.
Oh God.
but you didn't have to do a video, right? And submit it
No,
to them.
I already had my video. I'd put a video up a long time ago for my opening for my channel.
No, that's
So
not what I meant. They want me. They told me if I want monetization, I had to send them a video.
I never did any of that.
All right, that's what I figured.
It had its thing for making.
I know I'm the
video,
only
but
one. Out of everybody I've asked, I'm the only one that's having to do
actually
this.
just skip that because I did. It said something about making a video too. I skipped that because it's only optional. I skipped right over it.
No. They refused the monetization. I can show you the page. It says I have to send the video in if I want to be monetized.
What type of video?
Airball.
Well, I can read it. I was reading it to these guys earlier. It says, to be exact, appeal by video. It's an appeal, see, so I was denied. The format must be video only, less than 5 minutes long, unlisted, uploaded to the channel that you're appealing for, narrated in English. Status must be unlisted, and it must be a new upload. What to include? We want to understand how you create your content and get a behind-the-scenes look at your process. Your video should include the URL of your channel within the first 30 seconds of the video. Refer to the AdSense program policies. Focus on the channel as a whole and not just individual videos that meet our guidelines. Provide visual examples of how your content was created, show how you've edited or filmed the content, and try to connect what you show in your video appeal to other content on your channel. You can show yourself in the video or provide a voiceover, show how your content was filmed, show how your content was edited, and then upload.
Okay, I have a question. When you go to your channel, because I haven't been there for a while just to look at, I just click a little button whenever. Is there an opening video that describes what you're doing on your channel?
No, I haven't made one yet. But there's a lot of channels that are monetized that don't have that. Sorry, go ahead.
Well,
No,
see, I'm lost on this one because that's what I have on my channel, and I think that's what they went with when they went for my monetization. They seen that I already had something like that up.
But they're asking for a video that's not listed. And there's channels there's a lot of many channels that are monetized that don't have an introduction
that I
video.
do not know about. I have no
well, that's
clue,
because they were monetized under different rules. Old monetization channels have it because the rules were different back then.
Well, I know, but a lot of people see, Mike, what I'm wondering is a lot of people are getting monetized, even still people we know, and they're not having to send the video. What am I doing that's different?
Yeah, I didn't have to send
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I didn't have to send any video in.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
I've got to figure out what they mean by show how you put the videos together. I don't, I can show clips of like my video editor when I make my intros. I don't know if that's what they want, or do they want me to show how I put my live streams together? Because that's I don't have a camera to show myself. What's that?
You do live streams, so that would be kind of difficult. But that's
I know.
Again, you're fighting against YouTube and their unknown ability to misjudge your content. Like they would have something there that is related to making videos, but since you don't make videos, you can't do that.
I do know that in the application, it did call for having to have like 3 uploads within a certain time period.
Oh, I know. I haven't had that issue. I've been doing it on a steady basis, and I think it would tell me that. It's saying, to be exact, when I get rejected, it says the reason. It says reused content. And when I'm asking them, what do you mean by that? Because there's so many channels.
Content.
Right. Go ahead.
Reused content could mean that they suspect that you're doing nothing but
copying. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And reused content means that you're reusing your own content over and over again.
My own content?
Or that he's just basically reviewing stuff and there's nothing original.
But the thing is, Jill's channel does the same thing, right? And
yeah,
she's
there's a lot of channels. Exactly. There's a lot of channels that do the exact same thing as mine.
Yeah,
That's what I did. Is I tried to make it look
I'm
just
in
like other
loss.
people.
It's very confusing.
That's
I'm
what I
at
did.
loss.
I tried to make it look like other channels so that it wouldn't stand out.
Because I think Pop's and Jill's channels are very similar, at least from what I've seen. Because I go on both of them every week, and I love their channels, but they're very similar. I mean, they both. I mean, look at Jill's Star Trek, stream she does every Tuesday, right? If that's not reused content, I don't know what the hell it is, right?
Yeah, I don't know. See, with my channel, I've done upload videos like the farm life ones. I've done the gaming streams. I've done just random get up and talk about shit with everybody else streams. So I don't know. Maybe that had
All right,
something
here
to
we
do with
go.
why I didn't have
All
to
right,
make a
all
video.
right, here we go. Here
Oh,
we go. Here we go.
there we
You
go.
ready, guys? Are you ready? I'm gonna play the audio. This is from YouTube through ChatGPT searching online and getting me the answer. Okay, let me make sure this goes through proper channels here. Ready? All right, there we go.
YouTube's reused content policy is a critical aspect of their monetization guidelines. This policy is designed to discourage monetization of videos that simply reuse or repurpose content from other sources without significant transformation or added value. Here are key points regarding this policy. Policy objective. The reused content policy aims to prevent monetization of videos that are not original or do not significantly transform the source material. It's not meant to harm creators but to discourage system abuse, bad faith actions, and acts like content theft, piracy, and plagiarism. Ineligible content. Videos containing reused or repurposed content from other sources, particularly those not licensed for commercial use, are generally ineligible for monetization. This includes re-uploaded content that's identical or nearly identical to existing YouTube videos. Use of widely available stock footage or images. Content from the public domain, like old movies or TV shows. Compilation videos made from others' content. Reaction videos to other content. Videos featuring unaltered content from other sources, like news clips or interviews. Content usage guidelines. The policy does not completely prohibit the use of external footage or audio. However, it requires that such content be used in a transformative manner, like through commentary, criticism, or parody. Content should either be licensed for commercial use or fall under fair use guidelines to avoid policy violation. Creating monetizable content. To adhere to this policy and maintain eligibility for monetization, creators should focus on producing original content or transforming licensed content in a meaningful way. It's essential to be aware of what types of content are permissible and to follow the guidelines laid out in YouTube's community guidelines. Understanding and adhering to YouTube's reused content policy is vital for creators seeking to monetize their content on the platform.
Okay, that was basically it right there.
I love that robotic voice too. That was really exciting.
And I thought about it. Yeah, but what about? Okay, what do you guys think that I'm doing wrong in there?
It makes no sense because you are adding
videos.
But when you do your reviews, like we do on Lost in Space or the horror streams, you are adding your own content, right, Bob?
I thought so, but I guess not.
Okay, you're adding content, but listen, guys, and I'm not trying to dog anybody in what you're trying to do.
No, I don't care about dog. I want truth.
I have a. No, I know. I just want to make sure it doesn't come off that way because I sound like an arrogant prick sometimes. You got to put some thought. You got to understand what you're doing. Screw you. And I'm like, what is he pointing at? Oh, me.
He's pointing at you.
If you're going to do something like reviews where you know you're going to be showing other people's content, no matter what it is, right? You need to be transformative with it, at least an attempt. Showing it frame by frame or pixel by pixel is a huge no-no. So, like when you do yours, Pop, it would help if you did like maybe an overlay that killed about a third of the pixels, or a watermark, or something.
Actually,
right? Not showing it pixel by pixel, like the entire screenshot, or a compilation of screenshots, or a compilation of clips, without even like altering it in any way is going
Jill
to
has
trigger the algorithm to mark
Jill
you for
has
this.
Jill has been doing watermarks on the Lost in Space
She
stream,
had, but she was monetized before she did the watermarks.
so maybe you need to go back to the early ones. Maybe those are the problems.
Well, what I was trying to say before all this happened was, Pop, you need to look at your previous videos because you might have improved on what you're doing. But if I remember correctly, you originally were showing way too much. And you might just have 1 or 2 videos where you just showed way too much.
Well, when I did, when I got any warnings, I went back and edited them out.
It's not, but that's only one. That's only safeguarding you against one type of infringement. It's not guarding you against, obviously, monetization infringement.
Do you know any videos that you could think of that I was showing too?
No, not off the top of my head, but I do remember when you first started doing the reviews. I remember you were playing way too much. Even I said it. Even I saw it.
And
like
let me also add
ago.
in, going over Jill's channel with her videos, she has done gaming streams too, which sets it off to just not strictly reviews. Which might be
what I would do
why
is I would take the time and review your old videos one by one. And then when you see, like, start with your older videos, start with your oldest videos and work your way up. And then look at any one that looks like it had way too much. And it's an ugly situation you're in, and you're up against the balls against the wall. Shut up, Deej. With you're up against the wall because you're at the mercy of YouTube. And if you would have known the things you know now before, obviously you would have done things differently now. That's why when I first met you, I don't know if you remember, but one of the first things I told you was that you're playing too much. Like, I remember telling you guys that. Like, guys, you're playing way too much footage. You're not watermarking. You're not cutting down the scene. I mean, look how Bird and I do it. We'd have an overlay that would cut like a third of the picture off, completely gone. You'd put like half transparency, so you see like a star field going through it, or like what I would do would look like there's static over the top, making it look like a what do you call that? A glitch effect.
Do you know if it's possible to go back and re-edit those after the fact and add those things? Is that
possible?
No, it's not possible. Not with YouTube. You just have to get rid of them.
Pop, I hate to say this, but going over your channel, and when I went to Jill's, she had gaming streams mixed in with hers. When I go over your channel, almost every single video is nothing but a review of a TV show or movie.
Well, yeah,
I think that's what's nailing you with YouTube right now.
Yeah, but why isn't the gaming triggering it? I mean, you guys, the gaming, you're not changing any content at all.
Well, gaming doesn't fall under the same rules, Pop. That's why.
Yeah.
It might soon because they're fighting for it and they don't want you to. And if you play certain games, you will get stuck.
Well, I can't do games that show
the
I don't have a computer
protected content on it.
I'm not saying that you need to do gaming, Pop. I'm saying that you need to mix in like some just random live streams where you're not talking about specific episodes, specific.
Well, I do. My rumbling from the lab. I have running.
He gets rumbling from the lab. He does have that, yeah. But Pop, you shouldn't worry about deleting old content in a year because YouTube your watch time only lasts for a year. So any video that's older than a year, you don't have to worry about deleting it because those times are already invalid. They're already expired.
Yeah, they're gone.
So you shouldn't even have to worry. Like, don't sweat about deleting old content.
But the year mark is that from the date that I.
The date from today, a year from today. Anything older than a year from today or tomorrow, whatever day you're looking at it, every day it goes 1 day advanced. So anything beyond 1 year, you should feel happy as gay to freaking delete.
I did consider that because before you guys came on, I was mentioning about removing some of my playlists with the videos completely. If
you really want to get smart, I guess you could basically remove everything until a year ago and just wipe everything from a year, going back a year, after a year. And that way you got everything up until now. That's still a 50-50. So
I know.
you
I
did
don't know
some
if I'll get
videos
whatever
that-
it is triggering it, right?
But
yeah, if you did something that did it, yeah.
But
in a year.
if you've got a popular video that happened a couple of years ago that people are still watching, that still does add to your watch time.
Yeah. Yes. Any actively watched videos would still add to your watch time, but only if you have those. Which means you would have to go to every video and check.
No, I think the only thing you could do, maybe Pop, would be just back up every video you've ever done on YouTube to a large hard drive,
Odyssey.
just so you've got it backed up.
Just transfer it to Odyssey. No
then
hard
just-
drive.
I tried to transfer to Odyssey and it just hangs and hangs. I've done that. I do simultaneous streaming to Odyssey, but when I tried to send videos to Odyssey, it would just hang up for weeks on end on one video. I finally gave up.
Oh, really?
I would just
Well,
back
they-
it up.
yeah.
That was when they were beta. That was when they were beta. Like if you're talking about when Odyssey first came out,
About a year
there was
ago,
a
8
bunch
months.
of people. Yeah, there was a bunch of people having issues with Odyssey, man. But now it's pretty much good. Try it again now, right?
Yeah, now it takes still about a week for Odyssey.
It still takes a while though. It took my channel like a week or so, longer than a week to transfer everything over.
A week to do one video or a week to do several videos?
Several videos.
Okay, yeah, mine hung up on just one. So
But I
maybe
couldn't
now it's
tell. I
changed.
couldn't tell what video. I don't know how you could tell that because I couldn't tell if it was hung up on one video.
Yeah, because whenever I would go to it, it would show that it was still downloading the same or transferring the same video. I don't know if it's called downloading or.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
might have
maybe
just got a glitch and needed to
uploading.
restart it. I mean, Odyssey did the same thing. New games, they came out not fully complete. Odyssey was still in beta when it first came out.
Well, I've got enough hard drive space where I could store them on my hard drive.
All right.
Well, you can do that too.
CTV.
Hey, CCTV.
Or you can say, you know what, Pop? In reality, who the fuck cares, really? Just delete it and be done with it and move on.
Oh, I thought about that too. Right?
Like,
That's one
what's
of
the
things
point? I mean, no, seriously though. I mean, I know what's the fucking point of saving it? Like, you're gonna die. We're all gonna die. You know that who needs it really? Like, honestly, what's more important? Holding on to videos most likely nobody else is ever gonna watch again, or the videos you're going to make in the future. Now, if you ask me, I would throw away my old videos. If I would delete my entire channel right now, if I can get monetized tomorrow on a new channel.
If I do that, though, I won't get any. Obviously,
No, that's not what I meant.
My subs are
I
gonna
meant
leave.
the old videos. Your subs won't leave if you delete your content older than a year.
no, I'm saying if I delete everything, I mean, the people will have nothing to come there to see.
They're here to see your new videos, Pop.
I still get watches from my old videos. I got a comment from a really old one just the other day. I know it's not a lot, but I could go back a year, like you said.
I get it, but like I said, next time you blink and it's already next year, and you just put up 100 more videos, your people are not going to leave you for that, especially if you tell people why you're doing it.
And I don't mind doing that. I just want to make sure that is going to take care of the problem with YouTube.
Well, no, that I can't.
Which it may not
guarantee
do.
that, though.
Yeah, it may not do. Yeah.
It most likely might. There's a better chance because YouTube can't tell you have any videos that are messed up if you deleted them all. At least the ones older than a year. I mean, it sucks. The
I don't
situation
mind.
sucks,
I don't
but
mind doing it.
again, unless you wanted to start a new channel and try to move everybody over the new channels, that way you can keep this channel and just start fresh. And then monetize as fast as possible. Get up to 500, get your 3,000 watch hours, do new content starting fresh where you don't screw it up. That way you can keep your old channel, not delete anything, and monetize freshly.
And just do unique content that has nothing, zero from any, like Lost in Space, Gilligan, none of that. Just do your own 100% original content.
He wants to do that, though. He's strong at doing that. I want your freaking reviews.
Well, we're talking. I could do that, but that's pretty extreme.
There's got to be the reviews, right? There's got to be something in the reviews.
It's why it was how he was doing the reviews, not because he was doing reviews. If he starts a new channel and he builds a watermark and he does an overlay and he follows the proper transformative actions, I highly doubt he'll have an issue because all the other people didn't.
Okay. I obviously know nothing, so that's fine.
I didn't
do
say you
understand
know
what you're talking about.
nothing. I mean, nobody knows anything, but I mean, you know, welcome to the club.
And I do understand what you're talking about with the overlay.
I'm just
and
trying to
everything.
be helpful, that's all, but, you know, whatever.
And I was thinking about that. Maybe reduce the screen to
Yeah,
where
all
it's
right, dude.
smaller.
This is why I love English, because you can say one thing and somebody will take it the opposite fucking way.
Right, but I do understand what you're saying, LDG, and I appreciate it.
It might not be a bad idea to start a new channel, Pop, actually, you know.
It's safer than to start a new channel. I'm trying to give you an option. It doesn't require you to delete your shit, man.
Well, that's another good thing is you don't have to kill your old channel, right?
Yes. All right. So, yeah.
Because we love your old channel. I mean, I could see some rewatchability in a lot of your videos. I might go back to them years from now for nostalgic reasons and rewatch some of the streams, you know.
Well, I'm trying to think if I was to start another channel. You mean like make that second channel like strictly live stream?
No, do what you're doing. Just do it better.
Well, I just want to make sure that I avoid whatever I'm doing wrong. Is all.
No, you can't do that. That's impossible. YouTube will tell you what you're doing wrong without telling you what you're doing wrong, no matter what you do wrong. Just this time, do a new channel, keep doing reviews, but follow the other people do. Water.
What I could do
Playing
is if
it
I
properly.
started, if I started another channel, for example, let's say if I started the channel and I add watermarks and I add overlays, and let's say I even show less frames and no video clips, I could just pick up where I left off. For example, on that second channel would be Lost in Space Season 3.
Yes.
You know, or wherever I leave off here,
go.
Gilligan's Island Season 3. I could do
That's
it like
what
that.
I'm talking about. Good.
The horror sci-fi stream doesn't matter because it's nothing with, you know, in sequence.
Oh, that's worth a try, right? I mean, you know, you got nothing to lose, right, Pop? Because as it is now, you're kind of screwed, right? So,
and I'm flexible. I don't mind, right? And I don't mind adjusting for it. So I have no problem with that.
We all have to adjust to things in our lives. That's true.
Now this is cool. I have every light off in my room right now. There's
Cool.
zero lights in my room right now. I can't even see past my monitor. And the camera's picking up so much light.
You look very well lit, actually, LDG.
He's got a good camera
It's this camera. This camera is just gorgeous.
He's got an awesome
You look great.
camera.
You look great. You look great, actually, man. Like you're just totally there on the picture. It's great. It looks really good. You must have an awesome fucking camera, man.
Oh yeah, I just bought a nice one. That's what I'm saying. It's
nice.
that good and low light, and it's got a nice official professional lens on it and everything. Like,
yeah, I tell you, if you got no light on your room, I wouldn't have known because it looks like you got some lighting there somewhere, right?
You've also got
lights are all off. No lights are on in this room. It is literally just my monitor light. That's the only thing that's reflecting off me right now.
That looks great.
Isn't that a 4K camera?
It is, but I got it right now. I'm sticking at 1080 by 60. So I mean, 1080 by 60. No, that's
fine. Like most of ours, like mine is 720p. But also, you've got all those fancy video cards. I mean, it's not just a camera, but you got a great setup. Your computer and your video cards and everything. A lot of RAM.
I can't wait to hook up the 4090 back there. I'm dying.
4090.
It's like the best card on the market. It's banned in China. I almost had a suck for this.
How much one of those? How much?
Yeah. You don't know. There was nowhere to get. It was $2,100, but the scalping prices went up to like $3,000, $4,000.
Holy shit!
And it took me scouring the internet to find a brand new 4090 that would ship to you because this card is so brand new and I mean so top of the line that they have those laws in place where you can only buy them in person. You can't buy them shipping because people would scalp and whatnot. So I had to find a company that would ship it to me, brand new, And I did. I finally found one. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
But the damn thing is liquid cooled, and I can't find my case doesn't fit a radiator. My new case that's coming is going to fit it, but until that comes, it's just sitting right there right now, waiting for me to plug in there.
Well, at least you got it. That's very cool.
Yeah. Oh, I got it, and I got it not scalped. Because I
That
was
is
like
very
seriously
cool.
looking at the $3,000 scalped one, and I'm like, oh my god,
That's
don't make
great.
me-
Yeah,
That's insane. $3,000. Oh my
Yeah.
good lord.
and Gap's right. He is well lit.
He looks great. I gotta say.
When you
it's
guys
very
see my
well.
new office, which I'm setting up tomorrow, got my new studio being built tomorrow. You guys are gonna see some serious
Yeah.
shit. soon.
And Cody guy
Oh.
says 490, and Jim says, "Oh my."
Oh my!
Is that like a Sulu? Oh my.
Oh my!
I think LDG had the best one out of the three. I think DJ could probably do a pretty good. Oh my! He's typing away.
My.
You can almost
Daniel,
do
you still here?
a
You
stream.
know what I love
on,
about
oh
this too
my.
is I got cool stuff like this, where I can do
My.
I can do
No, yeah, I'm still
black
here.
and white.
Oh, interesting. Oh.
I got 1 second. I got sepia, whatever this is called.
Sepia.
tone.
Sepia tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You used to
Sepia
have that
tone.
overlay. You used to have that overlay where it had like an avatar over your face.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to get back to that, but yeah,
Yeah, the only thing I'm
Black
going to
and
have
white.
in my face tonight would be
How
another
much-
apartment.
How much RAM comes on that video card? Does it include RAM?
Ooh.
yeah, it has 24 gigabytes of RAM.
Wow. I can see why it burns so hot.
Oh,
yeah,
your
that's
your
why
doggies are
liquid
growling.
cooling.
Hush. I'm gonna mute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute.
All right.
Sounds like the doggies need attention there.
Oh, here you go, Jim. Here's a joke for you. What did the guy say when he was put in the electric chair? Plug it in, plug it in.
I thought it was gonna be
Oh,
the clapper.
oh, shoot. Is there anything exciting coming up this week for shows?
For shows? What do you mean by shows?
Shows or movies or anything?
Oh,
Well,
you mean like mainstream media?
Or something to watch?
I have a question for LDG and Daniel and Deej. Did you guys see the trailer for the Mad Max, the Furiosa movie?
No, but I heard it was cringe.
Well, that's an understatement.
Yeah, I heard it was cringe as shit.
Worst thing you can think of.
Well, I thought the last one sucked anyway. So I basically after Thunderdome, Mad Max kind of died for me.
Well, in this one, he's not in it at all anymore. Remember how he said he was in the back seat for the last one? Now he's not in it at
Oh
all.
God, that was horrible. Like he wasn't even the feature character in the last one, right, Pop? It sucked.
Right in the new one, it's a
Hated it.
young girl. It's a young girl, and she's just like Rey. She's just like
man.
Rey from Star Wars.
Why don't they
It's
just
the girl
give
from
it-
the movie.
Why don't they just give it a different name? Like, don't even call it Mad Max anymore if there's no
Well,
Mad
they
Max.
did. They reduced the name down really small. It's called Furiosa in the annals of the Mad Max, some bullshit like that. And then by the next movie, his name won't be in the title at all.
I just don't. Oh man. Well, I just heard about the Doctor Who 60th anniversary thing. I watched a couple of videos. People did reviews of that, and it's like, oh my god, that's beyond horrific. Like, it was so woke, and they brought like David Tennant back, and there's like these characters giving him woke shit in his face.
Yeah,
Like,
DJ had a review of it.
Like,
Wonderful
fuck
and
me.
precise.
I was just like, fuck, kill me now. It's like, what the fuck are they doing? It's like, well, they're putting the final nails in the coffin, I guess, basically, aren't they? It was horrible.
Yeah,
This-
according
you're
to
digging it up and abusing the body.
yeah, apparently in
Yeah,
this last-
basically, yeah.
In the last episode, they told the doctor, they said, "You're a man, but if you weren't a man, then you'd understand."
Yeah, I watched
Isn't that nice?
I watched that review. I can't remember what channel, but he covered the whole thing in like 8 minutes, and it was like, yeah, you got it nailed, buddy. And but how did David Tennant, is he that hard up for cash where he's got to sign on to basically make himself look like an idiot with these assholes
I
giving
think
them this
it's
shit?
I think it's just like Hollywood, where they know if they want to work again, they have to bend over.
Oh yeah. It's like Road Warrior. You better wear those assless chaps, right, Pop?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. I know.
Oh,
With
God,
Tenet,
it's
it's a
sad
little
to say.
more than just
That's
bowing
sad to
down
say.
to the, because his kid is supposedly queer, and he wears all this message, the stuff he goes on with, like trans kids T-shirts and pins and whatnot. All the media he does.
Yeah, but if David Tennant's kid is queer, it's like that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If he wants to be queer, be queer. But that shouldn't affect David Tennant's
His kid's
choices
8
as
years
an
old.
actor. It shouldn't affect David Tennant's choices as an actor to maintain his integrity as an actor. That's what I think.
It shouldn't, but
And I think
he's bought
when
into the
you
lifestyle.
when you sign on to do a project that's going to make your character he did play the Doctor in some good seasons, and now he's going to play the Doctor and look like an asshole, like an idiot in this fucking episode. It's like, God damn, man, have some respect for your legacy. Don't do this. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion.
All right. Let's see. Mr. Londell said that trailer was meh at best. Then Jim says, watch my videos. There's over 1,400 more on my. Oh, I know there is a lot on yours. Then Mr. Londell says Furiosa was the character Charlized.
Charlene Theron. Yeah, we know that, but they hired a different actress and a younger one.
Yeah.
This is like a prequel, by the way, because they showed the bad guy that killed him. That died from the last movie. He's the old guy with that breath mask. They showed him as a young guy now, so it's a prequel to the last movie. And a different actress playing Furiosa. She's dark complected with dark hair.
Okay, Gap says money speaks, Tenet takes money. And Jim is working on his Dashcam 2 video and other videos. Cool. All right.
I miss the days when actors had enough self-respect for their careers and their legacy, because they knew they wouldn't be alive forever. That they wanted the work they'd done previously to hold up and be respected long after they were gone. And I guess actors don't give a fuck about that anymore, do they? They'll just show me the money, and I'll just bend over and do whatever the script requires. And I think that's very sad. I really do. I just hate this fucking shit. I mean, they've destroyed Star Trek. They've destroyed Star Wars. They've destroyed Doctor Who. It's like, just line up and destroy whatever, because it's all, it's all coming soon to a theater and a TV set near you. Sorry. I didn't mean to rant there, but I guess I was a little.
No, you're right.
I'm pissed off, though. I'm pissed off. It's like, culture used to be fun. Culture used to be great. I loved growing up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, as a young person. And even as a middle-aged person in the 90s, it was still good. But fuck me, what the hell's happened to our fucking world in the last 20 years, man? It's just like, I slap my head, and it's like, I think, can I wake up now? It's like, oh, I am awake. Oh, shit. Anyway, whatever.
Well, technically, it's the same thing that was happening back then, too, just different scale. I mean, it's not like any of this shit is new. This has been happening forever, just not the same scale. Think about it. When Shakespeare, back then, when Shakespeare was, women were not women, they were men. But then they started playing women. They said the same shit.
On the stage, they were. Yes, I know.
Yeah, and then when women started playing women, they were crying woke. Oh, you have to be a woman to play a woman now.
There probably wasn't the word woke back then, but I get the gist of what you're saying.
Yeah, obviously they weren't. Yeah, they weren't saying woke, but the same thing. They were like, oh, you have to be a woman to play a woman.
The thing is, though, these franchise like Doctor Who, how many decades did that go? It was a perfectly good franchise, like from the early '60s until like the '80s. It was really a good solid series. Like I remember watching the reboot with Eccleston, and I loved Eccleston, by the way. I thought he was a great doctor, and even the
Yeah, he
Tennant
was.
stuff I thought was really solid. And it was like, okay, you got like a run of like what 50 plus years there, where it was a quality show, and then it's only like in the last 15 years or whatever it's turned into total shit. It's like there's a difference there. It's like you got a it's like Star Trek, 1966 to what 2005 or whatever whenever they canceled Enterprise, it was a solid stream of basically decent quality. Often it wasn't high quality. It might have been inconsistent, but it was overall decent writing most of the time, and often it was great writing. And then once they started the J.J. Abrams films and all that crap, it just went right down the tubes, right? So I think there is something going on in the last 15 or 20 years that I think our culture has changed. That's my opinion anyway. Though I get your point, LDG. I do get your point.
I wouldn't say culture's changed. I would say that corporatism changed.
That's
Society.
probably more accurate. That's probably more accurate, actually. Yeah.
I mean, there's still people that want to be the same people they were 30 years ago. I mean, it's corporatism that's changed.
I don't want to be. I like to evolve, but
I mean,
they bought
there's nothing wrong with evolving.
I think the corporations have changed. Yes, I would totally agree with what you just said, actually. Because corporations used to like to make loads of money, and now they seem to enjoy losing loads of money.
Well, that's because
their audience is left, right?
It's because
they're
Black
still
Rock
making loads and loads of money, but as Girl said, with BlackRock
and Vanguard.
Yeah,
right. That's why people are asking.
Produce a sheet that if you get these many check marks, we'll buy X amount of stock of your company.
Right. That's why people are asking, how can Disney afford to keep throwing away all this money on all the movies? Well, because what they're getting from those big companies. So they can afford to lose all these millions and millions and billions of dollars.
And surprise, surprise, that's not actually their money. The vast majority of Vanguard and BlackRock money is from the American people's 401ks being managed through their subsidiary companies.
Well, plus they own combined almost every company in the country. So you can go to one store or another or buy one product or another, but either way, the money's probably going to their pockets. One company owns every TV station. So that gives you an example. Even companies like McDonald's and Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC, they're all owned by one company ultimately.
Well,
so that's the way it works.
Personal story. My cousin had Tim Hortons franchises here, right? He had two Tim Hortons restaurants, and then some Brazilian company bought them out, and I think they bought out Burger King at the same time. So then he got taken over by a company from Brazil, right? And this is like Tim Hortons. I mean, we're talking the most Canadian of Canadian, fast food, coffee, donut chains in Canada, and all of a sudden it's being run out of South America, right? And it's like, what the fuck? So basically, I think my cousin hung in there for a couple years, but he did not like the changes that they were imposing on our so-called Canadian Tim Hortons. And after a couple years, he basically said, "Fuck this! I'll just retire," and he did, right? So we're living in a weird, weird world. Anyway, maybe we should talk about something fun. If anybody has something fun to talk about.
I tried.
Okay, Gorilla, tell us something funny.
Tell you something funny there?
Yeah, something fun.
I don't know. I'm just figuring out a new way to fuck with the two guys that I have to work with at the table there. But the hard part is one doesn't speak English. Another one doesn't speak hardly any. He's our translator.
You have a translator to translate for you and the employee next to you. Is that correct?
Well, if we need to speak to him, we have to go through him so he can
Oh God.
translate to the other guy.
Now, is
See.
that the translator? Is that their only job to be translator, or are they a
No,
fellow employee? They happen to know both languages.
fellow employee who knows both languages.
Gotcha.
That's why I
That's
just sit with my headphones in all day.
that's pretty good.
There. But it takes half the fun out of it if you can't fuck with him because he doesn't understand don't understand what you're saying. You know that,
Well, time to take a crash Spanish course, Gorilla.
hey, it used to be the only Spanish I needed to know was La Migra.
I know what I'm saying. If you want to talk to your fellow employees more, then they do offer
Yeah,
Spanish courses.
That's
You
probably
Online
what I
even.
talked to him.
You should just learn some basic Spanish curse words, and then add
Just
his
not to
name.
start a fight. There you go. Just not to
Add
start
his,
a fight.
yeah, add his name to the FU Spanish word, right? That
Well,
might do it.
well, they all laugh at me when I tell them La Migra.
Oh, good. Well, that's good. That's good.
Well, yeah, they know
Laughter's good.
They know who's in office. They know that's not going to work.
Oh yeah, the one guy told me flat out told me Biden's in office, so they won't get deported. He flat out told me that.
Are they legal immigrants or illegal? I mean, I'm sure they're legal. They're legal, right?
Our company, I'm pretty sure the one guy I know he has a green card because I've seen it. The other, but I am 100% positive that they are legally allowed to be here and work. It can work there.
Yeah, I was going to say otherwise your company's taking a risk.
Yeah, as long as you got their green card, I guess your ass is probably covered there, Gorilla. So, yeah.
Well, the one guy though, he goes down to Mexico like 3 or 4 times a year. You're there. I flat out told him I was going to call down to the border there and have him specially searched.
Yeah, well, you got to search his car, right? Because he could be
No,
bringing back all kinds of illegal
oh,
substances.
no. The car. That's so fun having their car searched. I'm talking. We're going cavity search.
Oh, that's why you posted what you did earlier on Twitter about the anal panel
No,
tonight.
I was typing with gloves on. I was typing with gloves on.
Oh my good lord. That was very hilarious when you made that spelling mistake in Twitter, by the way. That was very good.
I have all the letters that get left out.
Yeah, it's amazing how one letter off a word can totally change the meaning of a sentence, isn't it?
You better mind your P's and Q's there, Gorilla.
Yes.
Oh hell, I've already told them to fire my ass, but make sure you do it in the morning so I can have a better paying job by the afternoon. And holy crap!
My god.
Gap says it's more blatant now. And Gap says disagree with you. It turns into the shit after Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, basically that's when it really went down the drain, right?
Yeah, about halfway through
Well,
the first season.
Peter Capaldi, I have not seen any of his episodes. I think he's a good actor, but I heard the writing really started to really turn to shit halfway through.
Oh, he was a really good doctor. I got all of his seasons. He's so good.
Yeah. Then,
I heard the writing let him down, though, basically.
Then Mr. CCTV here says during Peter Capaldi, and Gab says my favorite was Matt Smith. Like I'm just trying. I gotta start getting into Doctor Who, but I want. Hey, Pickles is that still in the backstage about 1:30 on Sundays?
1:30 what?
Central.
PM?
Central. Yeah, PM.
Central? What? Okay, so my time we're talking what, 2 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe Yvette would want to do some Doctor Who watch parties.
Of course she would.
What time's that? When?
Well, we haven't even set anything up.
Okay.
I'll let you know if you want. It'd be in the backstage there if it's okay with Pickles here.
Of course.
You're still continuing your Christmas movies for the next month, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question for LDG.
Yep.
I was reading to you how YouTube was talking about a video to submit. If you were me, would you just go in and start deleting stuff, or do you think I should at least submit the video and then let them reject it, and then if they reject it, go and delete the stuff?
To be honest, I can't assume to know the answer to that question.
Because I was thinking maybe it wouldn't hurt to at least
I
submit a
would
video.
think it would. Yeah, I would think that submitting a video first, would be the better bet.
At least see what happens, and then if it's rejected, then go and start clearing house.
But that could be the wrong call, but I think it would be the smart call. But because I think it would be the smart call, it might not be the smart call.
Well, I guess the question would be: is if I submit the video and it's rejected, is that the end of the rejection or the end of the approval process? I can't apply again. Maybe I guess that would be the question.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you can't approve again, I don't know. I think you can keep doing.
I can ask him that. I can ask him that. I can send him another tweet and say, look, if I submit a video and it gets rejected, will I still have another opportunity after that? I could send a tweet saying that.
You should actually do that first, Pop. That sounds like a good plan, actually, man.
Helpful, yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yep. But like I said, you could always start that other channel while you're doing all of this. Like, that's something you could do that wouldn't mess up your current thing. And just do, got that going on the side hustle.
Yeah.
Channel.
Right. I was just thinking here. I was thinking, I'm trying to come up with the name of something that's similar so that people recognize it if I ask them to move from one channel to the other. Or if not, before I was super blubberpuss, I can go back to that again. But I got attacked.
No,
I kept getting attacked every time I
don't do that. Because nobody's going to know who you are. Just keep something with pop culture and just maybe change it to pop culture something else.
Just a number, pop culture 1, pop culture 2.
Or pop culture's ramblings from the last.
Maybe pop culture, the adventure continues.
No, Brother Cree had an X on
the adventure for monetization continues.
Right.
I don't know. But I think that's a really good plan, actually. Maybe do a second channel and don't do any of the Lost in Space or Gilligan or any of that kind of stuff that could be considered reused content. Just do just do the rumblings on the second channel every Saturday.
I know. I was just hoping to find something that helped.
Because obviously rumblings are not reused at all, right? They're all original, right, Pop? So
right. I was just hoping to find something to help pay for StreamYards, and if I start a second channel, I'm starting over. It's starting with 0, so it'll be another year or more before I can even.
Well, I don't know.
I was just trying to find a way to help pay for StreamYards.
Just a thought. I wish I had an answer. I wish I could snap my fingers like a magic genie and solve it all, but I can't.
Oh no, it's no big deal. I was just looking for a little advice, and I got it. I appreciate it.
I just hate to see friends that are going through shit, difficult shit. That's all,
It's okay. I'm all right. Things could be a lot worse.
Oh God, yeah. Oh hell
yeah! This is just a hobby. In the end, this is just a hobby on the side. It's not like my life is revolved around it.
That's true. The thing is, though, isn't it weird how I have a lot of more serious shit going on in life day to day too. But I gotta say, guys, if I wasn't on YouTube, if I didn't have my YouTube, account here, and I could hang out with all these you fun guys, life would be a lot more boring, to be honest. Like, I really love hanging out with all my friends on YouTube every week. It does, get me through the week. Because I got a really boring job. I've been doing almost 4 years now. And after you've been doing a tedious job that's very repetitive week after week, well, I guess a lot of jobs are actually, but it really helps to get you through the work week when you can come on, in the evening and hang out and do Lost in Space or the horror sci-fi stream or Gilligan or, it just moves you through the week, right? And I really do enjoy and appreciate the effort, of all the content, creators on here. So, anyway, I guess I'll shut the fuck up.
Oh, you don't have to. No,
I talk too much. I know I talk too much.
Alrighty, so let's see.
Matt Smith was okay. I didn't mind Matt Smith.
Yeah, Matt says I don't know who these doctors are. So, Mr. Lundell said Doctor Who wasn't that good under Capaldi. Anything after Tom Baker sucks royally.
And that's okay, Gorilla. I don't know who they are either.
Yeah. Gap says Matt Smith rules. Never seen old Who.
I know a lot of people really like what's his name, Baker or whatever.
Yeah, the Gap says I'll check out Tom Baker's run.
Because Tom Baker is 80s, I believe, and it seems like he's maybe the favorite
little
doctor
older.
of a lot of people.
Yeah, I really hope he comes back in the 60th. I mean, they did show Tom Baker in his suit.
Oh,
so
I've already seen reviews for the 60th. It's horrible. It's just totally woke. Totally woke from what I saw.
They got, I believe, 2 more specials coming out.
I think it's good.
Yeah, the Wild Blue Yonder is next.
Oh, Doctor Who's dead for me.
Yeah. All right. Gap says, "What's the next franchise they're going to ruin?" Is there any left?
They're running out.
Yeah, they are running out.
Let's see. They ruined Scooby Doo. There's the MCU, the DC Fuck You, or FU. Star Trek. There's Discovery and Picard suck. You know, I didn't have a problem with too much of the Strange of the New Worlds, and I like Lower Decks. You know, and my kid likes Prodigy. Let's see, Star Wars. I haven't watched that since the movies.
Oh God, Star Wars. Oh God.
The Last Jedi was the last Star Wars thing I actually watched. Let's see, Lord of the Rings got the Board of the Rings or Borders of Power, or whatever they call it.
Rings of Power or whatever the fuck.
Oh, people call it the Borders of Power. Like you're bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just left.
They're just well. I'm waiting for when they would turn Batman into a woman, or maybe they make him gay or something like that's.
Well, we got Batgirl, and I thought I know a movie that's coming out that's part of a franchise, and I know it's going to be completely destroyed, and that is that there's a new Planet of the Apes that's coming out.
Oh
and
my
God!
That's
another franchise. The last one really sucked because it had a little girl who was secret to everything, but you know whatever the new one's going to be is just going to be way over the top crap.
I would imagine
that's too bad. And that's sad because I used to be a fan. I read the book Planet of the Apes, so I was a fan since the franchise. I went and saw the '68 version at the theater. I saw every one of the original 5 movies at the theater.
Me too. Yeah, I remember the Charlton House, the first one. It was so good. Like, and I remember that reveal with the Statue of Liberty. I mean, it's an old trope now, but I'll tell you, back in the theater in 1968 when they showed that, the audience was like, "Holy shit!" Everybody was freaking out, right? It was like, oh, people were just freaking out, and it was awesome to actually experience that, in real time, right? Because young people can't imagine it now, right, Bob? They just
right.
They don't get it.
The Rod Serling ending. Rod Serling wrote that.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Right.
And
anybody who's seen the original Twilight Zone, you'll see that ending a couple times at least.
Oh yeah, Rod Serling when he's going, damn you to hell, and he's pounding his fist in the sand. It's like, oh my good Lord, this is quality. This is gold, right?
Yeah, they had trouble getting that past the censor. Charlton Heston said censors went all off and said you can't have that in the words "goddamn" together, and the censors went crazy.
Yeah,
right. And Charlton Heston went up and argued with the censors and won. He said, "Look," he said, basically. The way he won is he said, I'm not damning God. He said, I know that's what the Christians are afraid of. And he said, I'm not damning God. I said, when I say God damn you to hell, he says, I'm talking about the humans.
Talking about the people that's what made destroyed.
And the censors allowed it, right? The censors allowed it. Otherwise, they had to give him an X rating.
Personally, I think that's one of Charlton Heston's most powerful scenes of his entire career. I love that scene. I when I saw it in the theater, I was like, oh, fuck, this is amazing.
I don't know. I'm going to argue this point. Charlton Heston's most poignant scene was, it's people.
Well, that was good too.
Soylent Green is people, right? As the credits roll.
Yeah, I thought Soylent Green was kind of a B movie for me, though. It was good enough. It was decent, but I wouldn't put it on my A list of sci-fi.
How long have it been since you've seen it?
Oh, it's been years, but it's
I watched it again recently, and it holds up.
Oh, I know it does. It's a good movie, but it's not. It doesn't make my A list. Let's put it that way, right, Pop?
No, and I'm a big Heston fan, so I'm thinking about where does it fall, in my favorites to least favorites, but
I put it like a B
it's up there
plus.
at the top. It's up there at the top. It's not at the top, but it's close.
I like testing a Mega Man more, actually, to be honest, because I thought that was a very cool
Right. I think
vampire.
what it. Right. I think for me, I'm looking at the story. Make room. That Solar Groove is based on, and it's the story that I think that compels me. Probably, I would say the story holds up better than the movie because
Okay.
a lot of it has come true. We have the overcrowding, and they're saying in 27 years we're going to be out of food. So I think that's what a
Well,
lot of it is. And the Omega Man that's totally mixed feelings because I read the original story, I'm Legend, that it's based on, and
right.
I've seen the Vincent Price's black and white version. And I know that when Arnold Schwarzenegger got his hand, Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to remake it, he didn't. But when Charlton Heston got his hands on the script, he added all the action elements. So if you see that gun, you know that was Charlton Heston's idea.
Right.
So mixed feelings on Omega Man. Even though I liked the movie, the fact that it wasn't close to the original story, I guess I'm a little upset.
Well, I think I Am Legend is an amazing story, but I do think probably the Vincent Price film is my favorite because I
It's
just
the
think
closest
it's
to the
amazing.
movie. Yeah, it's the closest to the book.
To the book,
The
right?
story, yeah.
And of course, I mean, it's Vincent Price, and Vincent Price, to my mind, rules. Always, like, he's just an A grade actor in my mind. Always. I don't think I ever saw Vincent give a crappy performance. Like, he might have had shitty scripts that he
No,
had
he
to
did
elevate,
cheesy.
but
He did cheesy stuff like Dr. Goldfoot in the Bikini Machine.
yeah,
But basically, when he played Neville in the Last Man on Earth, he was the closest to the character because the character in the book was not an action hero. He wasn't like an Arnold Schwarzenegger or big and muscle and no, I'm sorry,
right.
Charlton Heston and the guns and all that. It was more like an everyday man, like your neighbor, like you, a regular person having to deal with this situation.
Yeah, he'd wake
So
up
that's
every
where it was a
morning.
little better. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd wake up every morning into this nightmare world that he had to deal with and survive in. And he'd go out and he'd do his mission, right? Because, he was like just trying to, eliminate the zombies, trying to, lessen the plague one by one. I mean, I know it was crazy, but that's what his mission was. That's what kept him going, right? In his
Well,
mind.
one thing that was different in the story that wasn't on any of the movies is that they kept him up all night. He couldn't sleep because they were surrounded. They had the house surrounded, and they were
I
constantly
remember
calling out
that.
his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come out, Neville, come out, Neville. They kept
Yeah,
it
that was
all night
creepy as
long.
hell. That was creepy as hell.
Right. So when he had to do what he did during the day, he was extremely exhausted.
Yes.
And at least they had the dog in the third movie. I didn't like the way they handled it. That was in the story. It wasn't in the first two movies. I don't know.
I did like
You can't
Vincent's
have
performance.
perfection.
Though. I thought that was a really good film. I like Charlton Heston's performance, so I think it's it's kind of a fun action film more, obviously. But I do like Charlton Heston's performance. I do like his high rise apartment he's in, up above the street where he's like, encased himself to protect himself from the zombies at night, and that was kind of fun.
Well, see,
I
that's
enjoyed
just
that
it.
film.
Remember, yeah, but just remember that's just it. In the story and in the Vincent Price movie, they were zombies. They weren't zombies in the Heston movie, and I don't know what they were
Yeah,
in the
they were
Will Smith
vampires.
movie. They were more like a cartoon in the Will Smith movie.
I never watched the Will Smith movie because I heard so many
Horrible.
bad things about it. I
Well,
just
and the
thought, fuck
CGI was
this.
so bad; it was cartoonish. It was terrible. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
I heard the
I don't.
zombies were shit, so I didn't bother.
But they're supposed to be zombies, and that's I think the weak point with the Mega Man. They look more like 60s or 70s hippies with the sunglasses and all that. It
Well,
just
they were basically
no,
vampires, right? Where they'd come out at night.
no, they never showed that in the Heston
Hey,
movie.
I wanted to say real quick, I gotta get running. You guys
Sorry,
have a great
Deej.
night.
Okay, night,
Have a
dude.
great night, Deej.
Have a good one.
Have a good night. dude.
Good night.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Later,
we got,
dude.
oh, okay. We'll plug him here, and it's
Right.
actually going to be 10 o'clock, and I have to be down in Iowa by 7:30 tomorrow. So
Yeah, talking about the old movies. I apologize for that.
you're fine. So I'm gonna quickly catch up here on chat. So we got Jim saying you need a translator for a translator and a translator for a translator. Really? Yep. And Gap's laughing. Gap's taking a poop, I'm guessing.
Looks like it.
Gap asking Deej fell asleep. Deej says no LOL. Gap's laughing. Don't want to interrupt LOL. Gap's laughing. Raise your hand, Deej. Gap's laughing. Mr. Londale says they've fucked up every franchise except Stargate. I'm hoping Amazon learned its $1 billion lesson. Nope. He goes right, Mr. Londale. And Scurvy here says PvP too soon on the Statue of Liberty spoiler.
Okay.
If someone screws up Stargate, unforgivable, says Scurvy.
You know, another franchise they haven't fucked yet is Farscape, which I hope they never do. There's actually discussions that they might be continuing Farscape, not a reboot, but actually continuing with the original cast. If it's got good writers, I'm for it. But man, I hope they don't fuck it up.
I'm not sure that's considered a franchise.
Yeah,
oh, Farscape was a pretty huge show, though. I mean, there's a lot of fans, millions of us still out there. It's like Firefly, right? You know.
Yeah, Firefly isn't a
They
franchise.
haven't fucked
either.
Firefly up yet either, thank God.
That's a one and done.
Yeah,
you gotta have more interest in that to be a franchise to reboot.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Lonsdale says they were plague victims in Omega Man and Last Man on Earth. And Gap says Night Owl. All right, so make sure you guys check out Gap After Dark there. He has a lot of shorts showing off his cool stuff he's collected over the years, so make sure to check that out. Make sure to check out Mr. Londel's Groovy Movies. He has a lot of the old movies on his channel there. Lots of ones I've never heard of that I've actually watched, and it's pretty good stuff. Like, what was it, The Devil's Night or something? Was the one I watched the other night. Then he has a Cinema Saturday. Thank you, Scurvy, also known as Lemon Pie, for coming. Thank you, Deej, for coming and being on the panel there. Deej has his. So let's get his name actually highlighted here. Deej Odyssey here has actually. He has his farm life, and then he does his 7 days to die streams, and just regular open panel stuff. Thank you, Mr. C, or thank you, Jim's Landscaping, for coming. He does Star Trek fan films, and he also has his coffee streams every once in a while. Thank you, Mr. CCDV, for coming. He still does his Bible thing, doesn't he? There, he has quite a few videos on his channel, so make sure to check him out. Thank you, Cody Guy, for coming. Scrolling.
You know where that song comes from, Gorilla?
What, scrolling?
Yeah, it's from an old Western show, I think back in the 50s, early 60s, called Rawhide.
Shanghai.
Yeah.
Rawhide, yeah, Shanghai Rawhide. Sorry.
It's like rolling, Rawhide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Western.
Yeah, thank you, the Phantom Boomer Explorers. He has movies on Fridays and Saturdays, his film noirs. They look pretty interesting, but he always does them while I'm streaming there.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a message.
Competition.
Thank you, Jedi Bill, for coming. He has his Wednesday and Saturday karaoke's, and then sometimes he does the morning brews, all kinds of stuff on his channel. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Ervic Sonder, for coming. He actually has a couple cool videos on his channel. There, I think one was the Comic-Con stuff there. So make sure to check out Ervic Sonder. I got to talk to him in a long time. All right, let's start with Daniel. What do you got going on, Daniel?
Daniel's muted, so he
No,
might
sorry
be
about that. No, I got nothing going on right now.
Okay. What you got going on, Pickles?
Just the underground, and this weekend I'm like I said, setting up a new studio. Can't wait to show you guys that. And we got a new video coming out on the 19th, explaining all the cool things that have been happening in my world lately.
All right, sweet. Pop, what you got going on?
Oops, sorry, I had to unmute. Tomorrow, Rumblings from the Lab. Monday, Lost in Space. Tuesday, Sci-Fi Horror. We're going to be doing Starship Troopers. Wednesday, Gilligan's Island. Thank you.
That's a very full 4 days there.
Yeah. What you got
Yep.
going on, PvP?
I'm trying to upload the occasional music album or playlist of music on my channel, like I usually do every week. Not too much other than that. I just want to say I'm looking forward to actually finally doing that Walton's episode next week, Gorilla, that we missed today, because I had some really good Mary Ellen jokes prepared, but I'll save them for next Friday.
Yeah, sorry, this was all last minute on my end there.
Are you
No,
still
that's
getting
okay.
Are you still getting drunk tomorrow, Gorilla?
Well, I gotta go to we got the whole family get together thing going, and then apparently we have a Cub Scouts thing tomorrow.
Oh, I can't get you drunk for that.
Oh, I can, especially since it's movie night over in Sherburne.
Oh,
They only got one screen, so I can already probably guess what the movie is that they're invited all the kids to.
when you say it's only one screen, what do you mean, drive-in or what?
No, it's a one screen theater.
Oh,
It's an
walk-in with one screen? That sounds old.
It's like an old school theater then.
That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, the theater in Jackson and Sherburne there are both one screens, and the one in Jackson actually still has the stage.
That's so
Cool.
awesome. God, I miss theaters like that. I grew up with theaters like that because the screens were enormous. Like in my hometown, when I was a kid, it was like the biggest theater screen in the interior of BC. It was huge. It must have been like 120 feet across or something at least. It was huge. And man, when you see great movies on a huge, gigantic screen, it does make a big difference to your experience. It really
Yeah,
does.
problem is you have to have a great movie. Ha!
Oh, but back when I was a kid, every movie seemed great. Like there's a lot of really great movies.
Yeah. All right, Jerm, what do you got going on?
Tomorrow is Saturday morning cartoons. Christmas starting. First of the year, the winner of the poll with minimum fortification, Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
All righty.
Oh, and I wanted to mention I'm going to be posting a link later tonight. I've got to find Starship Troopers a link so everybody can watch it. I'll be posting that on my community tab.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah, I got to watch that one. So I haven't seen.
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
already Friday night. I was thinking I'm running late, so I got to get that posted. A lot of people haven't. A lot of people haven't seen. What about you, Gorilla? Have you seen Starship Troopers? Probably not, right? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Just make you don't post it in Russian like you did Dracula.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I give. That's what I give. I posted it and I didn't review it. I didn't try playing it. I just posted it and then figured that was enough. And I figured, okay, not powerful learning lesson. Don't. Do
I
that
have
again.
to wonder how many people put that on and they said, "Oh, fuck this," and they never came on your stream. I mean,
and it wasn't even a Russian site; it was an American regular movie site, like we see all these other movies. It's just that somebody posted that.
You always should check and watch a couple of minutes at least, right, Pop? So.
Well, what I need, it tells me I need to do my homework, and
I'm glad I'm glad I alerted you to the fact though to let you know, right?
Yeah, I appreciate that, but I'm gonna have to go in and check and see how hard it's going to be to locate these Hammer movies. Maybe they're not on the streaming services. If not, I might have to change a plan. Yeah, I might have to go in something else.
You know, when Jill was doing her bicentennial man with Robin Williams earlier today, I watched it last night, but I went on one of my old standbys, look movies or whatever the hell the website's called, and I kept getting error messages like warning their certificate expired today, so this could be a dangerous site, and it's like, oh shit. So I didn't watch it, right? I tried a couple of times, I kept getting the same warning. So then luckily I went on a different site. I think I went on Soap and I actually found it there. So it all worked out. But You've
Cool.
always got to be aware that these sites can change. They can lose their safety certificates. So it's something to keep in mind. Is what I want to say.
Thank you.
Alrighty. As for me, my next stream will be Sunday with Nightmare Before Christmas. We'll have Justified Watch Party there on Wednesday. Friday will be I should be able to do Walton's next Friday. The next Sunday,
Let's
I
hope
should
so.
be back in time, or next Sunday I should be back in time to do our third week of Christmas there after that. Also,
Hey, Gorilla, did you want me to pick a Christmas film for the third week, or?
Yes, it'll be your pick.
Oh shit! Okay, I gotta get my brain going then to think of a good one.
All right, and then I'll be starting.
What about Christmas Vacation? Idea.
Christmas Vacation would be a good one, but have you done that one before, Gorilla?
No.
Oh hell! Okay, that's my pick then. Christmas Vacation.
All right.
10 is always so good. Hopefully that'll squeeze in there eventually.
Yeah,
that's a fun one. I watch that one every year.
All right, and I'll be doing some pre-recorded stuff here on the book series that I really enjoy. It's gonna do basically deep dives into the book and stuff. So, with that, you guys have a good night. Remember to be a gorilla.
Thank you, gorilla.